Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends, where nothing's off limits. Free Agent Radio.
Yeah, man. Good morning. Everybody who got their cell phones, turn the volume down. Because I'm hearing an echo. Turn it down. What up, y'all? Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends. Happy Tuesday and all that goodness. Tuesday is one of those days that don't get super love. Tuesdays don't get no love. Like the most love they ever got is back in Philly. We did a club called $2 Tuesdays.
Oh, yes.
Other than that, Tuesdays don't get no love. Tuesdays don't get like Monday. Monday's known for just being legendarily like hated. Wednesday's got the hump day. Now Thursday for our social media is Throwback Thursday, and then Friday is Friday.
Flashback. It's Friday, the weekend's here.
Yeah, but Friday don't even need no gimmicks. Friday don't need gimmicks. Friday don't need flashback Fridays. Friday don't need nothing.
Friday is it's Friday.
Friday is the Godfather. Friday's like, whatever, play with me until Saturday comes. And Saturday be like, fall back for a second, homie. It's Saturday. And then during the football season, Sunday's major. Without the football season, Sunday just reminds you that tomorrow's Monday. That's all Sunday is. Unless you're a churchgoer. That's your day of worship. That's the day where you get dressed, boom, I'm gonna worship. But for me, Sunday ain't nothing but a good reminder that Monday is nearby. That here comes Monday any minute.
Yep.
Tuesday don't get nothing.
Nada.
Tuesday is the bridge between Monday and Wednesday. That's all. Tuesday is that one day of the week where you like, we ain't even close to being over for the week. But if I could just get the hump day. Gotta rep Tuesday, y'all.
Yes.
Tuesday. It's Tuesday, y'all. You alive. You breathing, people. Everybody's alive. We done made it to another day. So shout out to my man, Blizzy J Black.
What up? Morning.
Shout out to DJ Cam, Ghetto Celeb. What?
What's good, people? What's good?
What? All right. Last night, I checked out the for the first time in my memory, women outdid men in basketball.
Fine.
Women outdid
men. So yesterday, the March Madness for the women and the men have been incredible. They've been some incredible games. Like that Gonzaga UCLA game where UCLA thought they won it on a layup, and I'm in my apartment yelling D up, because now in basketball you can shoot from anywhere. There is no lucky shot. And dude grabbed that ball and he got over half court and he did a Damian Lillard, Steph Curry 32-footer and he banked it in, but it wasn't lucky. He shot it like a regular shot, and I'm yelling D up, and they didn't D up, and they went from winning to losing.
Just like that.
So the ladies, damn, it was Stanford and who were the damn ladies? It was Arizona. Arizona. Anyway, all the games were great. The ladies' Final Four was great. The men's Final Four was great. Then the championship game for the ladies, amazing. Arizona has the last shot. It's like 4 seconds. Oh, girl, she's like 5'5", but she's nice with it. She's nice. She has a girl in the corner.
Spots.
Yup.
She got her spots. They showed that square where she likes to shoot. That was dope.
And then she had the last shot, but she had a girl open in the corner, and she did the Mamba mentality. She said, F it, I'm shooting. And she missed it, but the game was crucial. Like, the game was tight. I was like, I watched. Like, I'm going to talk about the WNBA and why they're not as successful as they should be, because it's all marketing right now. It's all marketing. Because these girls, I watch them in college, and I'm watching all the tournament games. Then they go into the WNBA, and they get lost. That's your fault, WNBA. Y'all not marketing these women, because now we live in an era where it's not. Before I knew what it was that people don't get dunked on.
Yeah, that's true. Because most females aren't dunking.
But now with Steph Curry and these guys, we're watching the NBA. We're watching people launch three-pointers. Now, the one thing women can do, and their fundamental game is vicious. Yep. but they play below the rim. But now with these 3-pointers, it's exciting because now they're lighting it up. They've been lighting it up from 3. Anyway, bottom line is I watched the men's finals yesterday with Baylor and Gonzaga. And Gonzaga's going on this legendary run for my sports fans. They're undefeated. They're about to be the first undefeated team in how many years? And it's a blowout. And Baylor blows their asses out.
From the rip.
That Baylor is in their grill, D'ing them up all crazy. And they're like, we don't give a damn about what you did the last game. We don't care. You've been undefeated. We're in your neck. And so overall, the ladies tournament overall was better. They won on every level. The ladies tournament won. Now they're not going to get the ratings that they deserve.
I was about to say it all comes down to ratings. I mean, do we really watch female basketball consistently enough to support them to get that? So
college, I watch, but when they get into the WNBA, because y'all don't market these. Look, NBA basketball is it's a team sport, but it's all about individuals. It's a team sport, but it's all marketed on individuals.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't market these women, and somebody like that little girl, and I hate to call her a little girl, no disrespect, and I got to get her name. I should have got her name from Arizona. She's 5'5", fast, handles. There's a commercial there, but y'all got to put her out there. There's a commercial there.
Mm-hmm.
She's nice. There's marketing. This is what you got to do. You got to market these women solo. And you got to be, and you got to stop being scared, because the WNBA teams individually will market. What are the letters for the gay community, Shawnee Scott? Because I want to make sure I say this correctly.
I got this. Good morning to Shaquise, by the way, over on Facebook. I see you in your comments. And then she said, "Why don't we?" Is the LGBTQ?
All right, I'm gonna trust you on that. All right.
Yeah.
First of all, you didn't say it with it didn't flow. There was no flow.
I was thinking. You got to think before you say the letters. You don't want to screw it up.
You sound like you was reading out loud for the first time. You sound like you just started reading out loud.
Hey, could you read the first sentence for us?
LGBT. There you go. Must be LGBT.
You know he was reading. He was reading the eye chart.
Yeah, like he's reading the eye chart, and he needs glasses.
What's that letter? LGBTQ. Ain't it another one after the Q too nowadays? I think it's something else after that Q. But yeah. Good morning, Kathy.
But there's a large individual WNBA teams will promote to that community. Well, they should, because a lot of I'm not going to say what percentage, but there are a lot of players in that league who are part of that community. So you should market to that community, but it shouldn't be individual teams having Pride Night. It should be the WNBA should be able to market to that massive community in America. But you don't want to. See, you don't want to put it out there like that, and that's one thing that defeats them. Number two, get these women who have super personalities commercials. You got to make them stars. We know what it is.
When they retire, they put them on, ESPN and on Fox News.
Yes, and they're excellent.
All that personality. You're like, well, where was that when they were playing? Why weren't they the voice of the league?
Yes,
when they were playing, doesn't make sense.
So
and people ain't watch it. That's what I mean. Y'all can dance around it all you want.
The NBA had no ratings. The NBA had no ratings.
If you don't market, people aren't going to watch. Like you're not going to watch because it's not being marketed properly.
Hold on, Jay Black.
Giving it a chance.
Before Magic Johnson and Larry Bird, the NBA finals were played on tape delay.
Tape delay at like midnight.
At midnight. I watched Magic Johnson in his first championship beat the Sixers at midnight. Yep. And the game had already happened.
And if you watch the news, you already knew who won. So you had to ignore the news because they already told you who won the game. So if you really wanted to be excited about it, you know what I'm saying?
But I'm just calling y'all out because I've never heard Mike say, "Yo, Jay, let's watch this WNBA game. Let's get together at the bar."
Oh, but
you never said that. So
that's my point. That's my whole point. You got to market the game. I'm not an MMA fan. I wasn't an MMA fan. I thought it was dumb. Then they marketed the hell out of it.
Yeah, that is everywhere.
And then now I'm watching pay-per-view MMA fights. But you got to put the marketing dollars behind it. You got to. Like you just do. So it's not their fault because their college games get highly rated. And then they go into the NBA. It's the opposite of what happens with NBA players. These college girls are famous in college. They get big ratings. Bam, they go to the WNBA and they get lost. So I just want to congratulate them, all of them, for putting on a superb tournament. And I watched about 4 or 5 games. I've never watched that many games. And I actually watched them. I was like, okay, I rock with this. Now, speaking of the WNBA and going to the NBA.
Okay.
My man, Paul Pierce.
What happened? What happened with Paul Pierce?
Hall of Famer Paul Pierce.
Okay.
NBA champion, 10-time All-Star.
What teams he played for? Who he won the championship with? I'm just curious.
He won the
Boston
championship
Celtics. Celtics, right?
Yeah, who don't know that?
Yeah.
Get your
That's the only team he's ever played for.
But wait, is a lot of
he
people,
played for the Brooklyn Nets.
there's a lot of people watching it.
Last year, yeah, he messed it up. Yeah.
Paul Pierce, and he's an analyst now for ESPN. He's on NBA to the Jump. I watched that. Rachel Maddow. What? Oh, damn, I messed up her name. Rachel.
See?
Rachel,
No.
Get it right.
Nichols.
Rachel Nichols.
Yeah,
okay, right. With the nose. Okay.
And she's dope. I don't judge her like that. She's dope. You're a male chauvinist, Jay.
No, I'm just trying to remember when I think about.
No, you're a freaking male chauvinist.
We couldn't go with the red hair. We had to go with the nose. Really?
No, that's what. Well, go ahead.
You're a straight male chauvinist.
Good job, Jay.
Real quick, Mike. What's your favorite team that Shaquise is asking?
The New York Knicks are my favorite team, and I know what you're gonna say, but I don't care. We're gonna make the playoffs this year. Any team LeBron James plays on, I root for. Say whatever you want. Greatest player I've ever seen in my life.
But the Knicks is your squad. But all right, so back to Paul Pierce. So what
Paul
happened?
Pierce, former NBA champion, 10-time All-Star. They got him down as one of the greatest Boston Celtics ever. I'm not a big Boston Celtic fan. Shout out to Bill Russell. Always gets underrated. And I respect the hell out of Larry Bird. And so Paul Pierce is an analyst, and he puts on an Instagram live video, and he got these little young chicks. One's rubbing on him. And there's a young chick who looks young as hell.
Uh-oh.
Who looks young. Now, word has it, they would already set her age if she was under 21. But she's a young little wild thing. And she laying flat on the floor behind him, and she popping on the ground.
Wait, you ain't got no images? Can I see it?
Let's show just the disturbing image. If we have.
Oh, we got that. Okay. Here we go.
Watch the back.
Oh, all right.
Monica, you should be here. You can make some money, girl. Stop playing. Monica, what you doing?
Oh, he's supporting the community. Look at that.
Some fucking chips, man. If you in LA, come through.
Look down.
If you in LA, Monica, come through. You know what I'm saying?
Where's she at? Down there. Paying fucking hundreds of thousands of dollars. Can't even throw a
Oh, okay.
Nice. All right. If you're listening to Free Agent Radio, the girl is popping her booty. He got one chick. Oh, you can cut it off. You can cut it off.
All right, we get the picture.
He got one chick rubbing on his shoulders. He got another young chick laying on the floor, popping. Now, being that I'm grown and Paul Pierce is grown, it's really cornballish what you're doing, Paul Pierce. It's really cornballish. Like you in your 40s now, dog. And you still trying to live the life.
Wow.
Like it's really cornballish.
I'm surprised you're taking this approach. Go ahead.
It really is. Like, come on, Paul Pierce. Now, he works for ESPN. That's owned by Disney. Well, guess what's going to happen when Disney finds out? Even though they're a bunch of hypocrites. But listen, it's Disney. We can't have one of our employees having asses popping in the back who are 22, 23 years old, little spring joints, and you a 40-something-year-old former basketball player supposed to be a respected reporter, and now you put this on Instagram Live, you get fired. You get fired. For you still trying to play like you 20. Paul, what are you doing? Why are you putting this on Instagram Live? And I know
what time when he was in his 20s, he was deep into his craft. He didn't have time to do that.
Oh no, he was not. No, he was not deep into his craft because he was at the clubs heavy, and that's why the incident when he got stabbed up at the nightclub happened in Boston.
I know.
Well, wait, hold on.
I seen him at the 40-40 club acting a fool in Atlantic City.
And let's be clear before you make a comment, Jay Black. Paul Pierce was ripped. Paul Pierce, there was drugs and alcohol. He was ripped. Talking about you need to be here. You can make money. Oh, he ain't got, dog. You got all that money. You ain't got an assistant that will take that phone out your hand and say, dog, don't do that. Don't do that. Like we shouldn't even be here, but now you're gonna put it out there. Don't do that, Paul. Come on. So what were you gonna say, Jay?
No, I'm just saying he's a grown man. That's his Instagram. He's getting literally a massage from a female while another female is dancing. We support dancers in that community.
Don't.
She wasn't naked. She had a
stripper with a thong.
It was a thong.
Jay, you're not gonna tell me we support strippers that are about to get naked. We don't support strippers who are getting scholarships to college and are dancing in ballets. We're supporting strippers. Now continue, because I know where this nonsense is going. But
no, because I'm confused of how is that a problem? He's a grown adult. They're grown adults consensuating. He's getting them. You got a massage from the ladies are touching skin. If you would have videoed that,
it was all dressed. I did video it, and they were all dressed.
I just don't get it. I mean, I get because Disney, they have their image. It may be in his contract, and if that's the case, that's his fault. But when it's your account and you're just showing that, hey, I'm getting a massage and there's a party, we're supporting these females and they're making money. And I didn't see a huge
work for Disney. Stop, Jay. Stop. Try again.
Work for. So I can't be me.
Yes, it's who you work for. Yes, it is. If I'm doing a kid show on Nickelodeon and I'm making $5 million a year doing a kid show on Nickelodeon and I put that video out, I'm getting fired.
But Paul is not doing with kids. He's a sports analyst.
Who owns it? Disney. Dog, you don't see Stephen A. Smith put those videos out. You don't see Max Kellerman put them videos out.
They may not be into that. They may not be into supporting.
How about this?
Dancers.
Jalen Rose don't put them videos out. Dog, when you own your own podcast and you want to smoke weed on it, cool. Matt Barnes, Steven Jackson, that's cool. You own it's called All the Smoke. That's your environment. But when your boss is Disney, you can't have chicks in the back doing that. That is the dumbest, and I'm not making excuses anymore for y'all. Because I don't make an excuse for myself for losing my job because of my drinking. I'm not making excuses for y'all no more. It's stupid.
Would it be different if it was someone else that put it up there, not him? And he was just there enjoying himself?
If somebody recorded it, he still would have got fired. But the fact that his dumb ass did it himself just shows the arrogance that goes on with the dude. And the problem now, truth be told, and his nickname is the truth, he probably don't give a damn because he's worth $70 million. I checked his net worth. He's worth $70 million, so he don't care. But when you put that image up and take this for what it is, you just put more pressure on the next African-American dude that has a job and you just make it harder. Look, live your life. But don't be a dumbass and post it.
It's just something to your social media, your page, and your employer dictating.
It's
what
not
you do
yours.
On your off time.
It's not. It's
how can
public.
you dictate what I'm doing on my off time?
I can't. You can. No, JJ, you can do whatever you want, but I can fire you.
You just can't work for me.
You just can't work for me.
It's crazy.
In a bunch of situations.
That's the difference between working for somebody and owning something.
Yeah.
I'm into the life of owning. So you can do what you want. But when you don't own it, you can't do what you want.
And the issue is just him videotaping it because he didn't touch anyone.
You can't have
he's there in a party because he's enjoying himself.
And these chicks is popping and grinding on the floor behind him.
Wasn't Cardi and Megan doing that on stage at the war show when they popping in?
They don't work for ESPN.
Oh.
That's their whole steez. They just recertified what they do. They're like this. You know what we do.
The company signed off on that. The companies they work for know what they do, so they're cool with it. They're promoting it. They pay for it, the videos and all that.
I'm just mad at Paul simply because, dog, why would you blow that check? I know I blew a check too, but damn it, I didn't post my drunkenness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let me upload this video.
Like I was trying to be low key with it.
I get that portion of it. Just keep it in your phone.
You worth $70 million, Paul Pierce. You worth $70 million. You don't have an assistant that goes, no. Give me the phone. Get the phone. What you about to do? Kathy said he's living his best life now, I guess. He's fine. Like, the money's not the problem. He's fine. I mean, his ego's going to take a hit as much as he's going to talk because they love being in the spotlight. That's why, once you get used to being in the spotlight your entire life, you hate being taken out the spotlight. But damn it, Paul Pierce. God, this social media is the devil, man. And I'm on it right now. It can get you at any moment. Social media can get that ass at any moment. But I'll be damned if I'm going to voluntarily post it. Though I'm not. You're going to catch me. You're going to sneak a cell phone and be like, Mike getting a massage. You got the strippers in the back. You're going to sneak a cell phone. It's going to be a bad angle, too, because my paranoia is going to be looking around. It ain't going to be a good-ass angle. You ain't going to get me on a perfect angle. I'm going to have my hoodie up the whole nine. You ain't going to get me on a good-ass angle.
He won't stay still.
They can say, wait, was that Mike or was that French Montana? Like, we
yeah, who was it? Which one was it? I don't know which one was it.
Well, there's some doubts there.
I can't even think of a French Montana song. I wanted to sing a French Montana song. What is the French Montana song?
Nobody remembers that.
Oh, damn. Like, is that French? Huh? I'm
That
just
ain't
yelling
Mike.
out all types of French Montana sayings. Y'all not getting me straight up. Let me tell y'all something right now. Pop that. Oh, what was that? Pop that. Pop that. Oh, yeah. Oh, damn. Oh, yeah. There's another song. There's another French got a few songs. There's another song.
And remember 4 years ago. Never gonna hear that stuff.
You gotta be, yo.
Good morning,
Cornbread. And shout to everybody my Instagram live. Download the Free Agent Radio app or download Media Room 360 to see the visuals.
Yes.
On this Instagram. Word, Shawnee Lau. I was trying to figure that out.
Shout out to everybody on Roku. The numbers came out. Roku be popping. So everybody watching on Roku and Apple TV, thanks for the support. Yes, definitely.
Shout to Roku, even though J Kid, he got no accessibility to it.
He has no idea.
I see they watching on Roku though. I see that they popping over there.
I think you gotta have it on your TV, Jay.
I
think you
don't
have to.
Yeah, that was smart TV to have it.
I gotta stop trying to disrespect. Yeah, I got a smart TV.
Well, I mean, it's a smarter TV, so it comes with Roku because it promotes that.
R. Kelly blamed it on Avant back in the day. That's funny because Avant and R. Kelly used to look alike. So that wasn't me. That was Avant.
Exactly. So if you're gonna catch me, you're gonna have to decide is it me or French Montana. Y'all gonna have to decide. I don't care. This hoodie gonna be tight.
You gotta look for some rock bottles around them.
What?
Can't prove his Mike.
I heard Mike don't drink. So that got to be French Montana.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, I just hate people blowing a check for no reason.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And there was little diabetic strippers too. They wasn't even no bad, like there was some diabetic, tiny, fragile looking strippers. Like, what was you doing with them chicks? Like, what? Where'd you get? You got them straight out of preschool. What was that?
Out of preschool.
If you gonna get some grown women, yo, like for real. Like I'm not the type that wants a huge, crazy inflated ass, but I need some grownness. Like get a grown B word up in here.
So you're gonna get fired, let it be worth it.
Yeah, at least make it worth it that I can cuddle with the chick. Like, God, these little what is these chicks? It's like I got strippers that I gotta be a role model to. What type of strippers are that? I got strippers who look up to me. Who wants that?
Role model to the strippers.
Cornball strippers. And I'm not saying they're not pretty. They pretty, but if you're gonna go strippers, we going. Like we gotta go. Oh, look like they just got to the country strippers. Like, get out of here. Like, that's when you need a Porsche. I need a diamond, damn it. I need a diamond.
You need a Mercedes.
Chick rubbing my shoulders all soft. got strippers here. I'm about to lose my job at ESPN. We getting dirty up in here. If I'm putting a video and I get fired for it, at least if I get fired for it and they figure out I'm not French Montana, we going all the way in.
I forgot I'm not French.
We going all the way in.
They ain't him. That's the comedian boy.
That's Michael Shawn. Yes, it is. You see how dirty things is getting? This Michael Shawn. If we about to get fired, we going. I want people to be like, look, if we gonna get fired and we about to lose a big paycheck, I want some people to look at the video and be like, ew. For real, that's what I want.
He was nasty.
That's nasty. Nothing illegal. I want my stripper 27. Like, I want her clearly to have voted for Joe Biden. I want it to be clear. Like, I don't like if you ain't telling me like he ain't getting in no trouble for the ages of those two girls. So, but when I look at him, the one in the back on the floor, she looked young. Like, that's scary. Like, that was scary. I didn't like I don't know.
Scary. 18 is 18.
So I don't play with it. You play with 18. I don't play with 18.
You remember
my daughter's 17. I don't play with 18.
You remember the Catch Me Outside girl, the Bad Bunny, Danielle Brigatti? She started an OnlyFans as soon as she hit 18 last week and got over $1 million. Over $1 million as soon as her page went up at 18. So you're legally there. So I'm thinking those people would have spent that money when she was 17 too. But yeah, as long as you're an adult, you good. You can strip, you can do whatever you want.
Lil Duval tried to put up this post because there was one guy who put up a post. It said it's just grown ass men perverts that are sitting there watching this 18-year-old turn 18. First of all, if you're a dude and a Meet Me Outside chick puts an OnlyFans,
Catch Me Outside,
whatever the hell it is,
Bad Bunny,
and if you're a dude and you actually pay to see her, you got bigger problems in your life, dog. Like, you're a effing loser for real. What's her name? Bad Bunny?
Yep, Danielle Brigatti or something like that. But
whatever. That's another diabetic looking chick. Listen.
No, she was top heavy, and I mean, there are perverts out there, but
whack.
But she's a little young girl.
Whack.
She got over $1 million, and she didn't even post.
God bless it, because there are a bunch of loser dudes on Instagram sitting there. You're let me tell you the level of loser you are if you spend a monthly fee to watch her.
Bad Baby, not Bad Bunny. Bad Baby.
Bad.
You know. Yeah.
Oh, lucky I can't curse on here. If you really do, you know how you got to look yourself in the mirror? Did you actually pay 99 cents to go see this girl? Who is, when we first saw her, the first time you saw her, you were 14. She was 14.
Yeah, she was 14.
You know what type of pervert you are? So Lil Duval tried to get, Lil Duval, and God bless Lil Duval. I really respect what he's done. He got on there and he put a post up. So you telling me young girls can fiend after older guys, but once an older guy fiends after a young girl, he's a pervert. Yes, he's a pervert. And how about as grown ass men, we start standing on a different standard? How about we start having a different standard, dog? How about
that? Is a good point, though. It is reverse.
Yeah. How about for once we actually go above and beyond?
That's her.
There she go right there. Over $1 million. She didn't even put up a picture, but she's 18, so she got her OnlyFans and it's popping. That's easy.
Y'all losers who went over there and gave her $1 million.
No like over here.
No, and I'm not saying she's not even unattractive. I'm saying I've seen this girl since she was 14. You're not getting me, but y'all don't care because I get it. I get y'all don't care. Y'all don't give a damn.
You seen Rudy since she was a kid, and what's Rudy real name from the Cosbys? You see these kids grow up. You seen Tatiana Ali from Fresh Prince grow up.
Yeah, I interviewed her. I ain't lusting after the girl because I'm grown.
But not lusting, but they grow up and I guess they become adults and people you holler. But wait, that's little Raven Simone or that's little Rudy.
Yeah, and that's the way I look at her forever, because that means that's the age difference between me and you. And listen, I'm not holier than thou. I'm dirty. Let's get it right. I'm filthy.
Keisha Knight Pulliam. Yes. And
I still not looking at her.
So you wouldn't mess with Keisha. You wouldn't mess with Rudy. Okay.
No.
If you were single, not saying of course now.
But Rudy ain't 18. Rudy's in the 30s or something.
I'm still way older than her. Like she's way older than bad but
Whatever.
whatever her stupid
Catch me
name.
outside.
You're stupid. Catch me outside. You're stupid. How about that? I broke it down to that. I don't even have a good insult. You're just stupid. You stupid dummy.
No,
You're a stupid dummy.
she's an entrepreneur. If you could put up an OnlyFans and make over $1 million, you're not going to do it. Come on, stop it. You're on the
I'm not saying I'm not going to do it. I'm talking about you losers who are actually paying. You're paying a monthly fee to watch this chick. Just like Paul Pierce had them whack ass strippers, not saying they weren't pretty, but they wasn't grown. Like grown dudes just don't be doing grown dude stuff anymore. Rudy is 41. So 41 yeah. At this point, she'd be cool. She'd be cool. But I still feel some type of way that I'm smashing out a chick that I saw singing lip syncing on a television show. Baby. And now I'm knocking this down. Like I feel some type of way. Like you sitting there in your house with all your family and your boys, and an old clip of the Cosby Show comes on, right? So here comes Rudy. Here comes Rudy bringing out you a dinner plate, right, with greens, a turkey leg, and they happen to have an old episode of the Cosby's on, and she's singing a lip sync, baby, and everybody's like, "Yo, that's who you smashing, Mike? Is that how y'all met? It just feels weird.
How y'all met?
It just feels weird. It feels weird. That's all I'm saying. It's weirdo. But y'all losers, go ahead. Y'all bad bunny. Go get her. God bless. Go make that $1 million. It's the problem with the world. Somebody get on Dr. Phil, be dysfunctional, and be like, meet me outside or catch me outside. I'm not going to use up my curse this early in the game. But Paul Pierce, you dirty old man. And I'm telling you, them NBA dudes are clowning him right now. Because they already clown him on the low. He done caught some clowns because he tried to say he was better than Dwayne Wade. And Jalen Rose had to check his ass live on television. And he was breaking down Dwayne Wade's stats and everything Dwayne Wade did. And he was like, Paul Pierce, you ain't never do this. You was never all defense. You were never this. You were never that. And I was like, whoa, he's killing. I thought they was going to fight for real. But Jalen looked like he liked that smoke. So Jalen Rose told him to his face.
Oh, yeah. You don't back down from nobody.
God, you don't get grown. Man, give me a 30-year-old stripper who's in shape. Like, I need some veteran status. I need you. You've been around the block a few times. I don't need this chick who's sitting up here on Instagram, got her OnlyFans.
Brand Nubian.
Man, these brand Nubians, stop it.
Adult is an adult. Adult is an adult.
I'm not. I got it. It's that dudes ain't got no OG status no more. Dudes ain't got no. We OGs now, dog. We the OGs on the block now.
And some
of us own it, and some of us don't.
And some of these cats are still trying to check out. Like I hate when dudes say, "This is one of y'all dirty bastards," and this is why I don't ever want to have to. I never want to, because I'm not a tough guy. I never want to have to stab somebody in the throat. Because I love when old dudes say this, "Yo, they didn't look like that when I was growing up." Yes, they did. Because guess what? When I was 15, 16, and 17, old dudes were saying the same thing about the chicks in my generation. Yo, they didn't look like that when I was growing up.
They thick, man.
Pervert ass and go with another woman that's grown like you.
So what? 21 is good. So is it a certain age for you? Like
21 is good. 21, 18. I think you're just pushing it. She was just 7. I got to think about the age you just were. You was just 17, dog.
A week ago. Last week you were 17.
Last week you were in like you was like in algebra 2. Like what are we talking about? Like some of y'all just be mental midgets and y'all can't handle these grown ass women. Y'all can't handle grown ass mentality. Y'all want that little girl because y'all want that 17 that she turned 18. Y'all need that little girl because she thinks you're that dude because you got the brand new Honda Accord. No disrespect to Honda Accords, but you can drive and go pick her up in Honda Accord. She's like, "Oh wow, you got a new car." Oh, what? And she see a flat screen in your apartment. Oh my God, and you buy her a few things. See, a grown ass chick, no, like a grown ass chick might be like, "I respect your Honda Accord." But she want to know your credit score. You can't handle that.
So you say they just manipulating a younger minded female.
You can't deal with that 32-year-old grown. You can't. I don't know how old Shawnee Scott is, but she runs our media room 360. So Shawnee, I'm not putting ages out there. You can't deal with Shawnee Scott Because she in your mouth, like, okay, so what we doing with the future? What you got popping? What's your career looking like? What's going on?
Like Future? What do you mean?
Future?
The rapper?
I'm on IG. I don't know. You 35.
I'm on IG.
I'm on IG. I'm on TikTok. I'm on TikTok videos.
Shout out to Talent, the comedian. I see he's on IG Live. What up, Talent?
Talent, what's good? Legendary. Yo, I had Talent. I got stories being on the road with Talent. Talent, the comedian, showed me so much about being on the road, yo. I know this is no segue, but Talent, you got to come on the show. You got to send us a link, Talent, and we got to get you on the show right now. You can stream us on Media Room 360. Download the Free Agent Radio app. We're in 40 million homes around the country. Get on here. We had Rodney Perry a few days ago. Shout to Rodney Perry.
Oh, Talent. Talent. We should get Talent on right now.
Talent, send us something. Like, if go to Talent, what he say? My dudes, good morning, King. Morning. Talent, let me tell you something. Talent's hilarious on stage. Hilarious. But Talent stays funny. Talent's the only comedian that when he gets off stage, he'll just talk and will have me still laughing.
He said he's down. So, hey, Talent, I'm gonna inbox you. Just inbox me your email or your cell phone. I send it over to you. The link. We can get you right on.
Yo, so back to Paul Pierce and his whack ass strippers. Not saying they weren't pretty, they're cute girls, but they were young. Let me tell you who Paul Pierce can't deal with. He can't deal with Sexy Moe. Because Sexy Moe she a grown ass curvy woman. What about 17-year-old female with a 34-year-old? I got a problem with that. I got a problem with Jerry Seinfeld getting away with dating. I think she was like 20 when he was already like 40 or 50. She might have been younger than that. Now, listen, I'm not judging nobody. I got stuff in my life. I'm not judging. I'm just saying it's not for me. I can't do it. What are we going to talk about? After we have sex, what am I talking about that I can relate to a 20-year-old or a 19-year-old? Exactly what are we going to talk about?
Wait, because my wife is 10 years younger than me, you saying something's wrong with that? Or is it just a certain...
Y'all in the same decade. Like, y'all grew up. When you met her, she was grown. Y'all grown. I'm talking about 40-year-olds dating 19-year-olds right now.
They're adults, Mike.
I'm not saying they're not adults. I'm just saying I got nothing to relate. Dog,
Hugh Hefners.
Yeah, he's a pervert.
There's a whole lot of examples out there where they dated younger.
Yo, please give me somebody I respect.
Donald Trump.
Please find somebody I respect. Keep going.
I don't know why he said that. That was bad.
Keep going with it.
Cut it off all wrong.
I'm sure people who, if you're watching, give Mike some names where people dated younger. What's that?
Small town in PA. 16 is legal in PA. You got to be kidding me. Dog, I would be in jail for real. Like, for real. And I wouldn't last a minute in jail. I'd be living in hell. I wish you would try and holler at my 16-year-old daughter and you're 20. I promise you. I don't care if you're 6'5", 280. Somehow or another, we're going to find a way to bring a nice ending to you. Are you kidding me? 16 is legal in Pennsylvania.
It must be a small town. I ain't never heard of 16.
No, I've heard 16 in different cities and states around the country. I've heard that 16. I think Elvis Presley married a 16 or 17-year-old and was giving her. Elvis Presley was giving his teenage girlfriend. He was grown. He was in the army. He was giving her drugs.
He ended up marrying her.
He ended up marrying her. He would give her. It would party all night. Priscilla Presley.
Okay.
It would party all night, and she'd have to go to school the next day, so he'd give her pills to get through school. So when you white folks are talking about canceling R. Kelly, you got a hell of a nerve, yo. I'm not saying you're not wrong about R. Kelly. I'm saying cancel the king. Cancel your king for drugging a teenager when she went to high school. Cancel that dude. Let's just get off of Paul Pierce and his whack ass his preschool strippers that he had in the background. Let's get off of daddy daycare.
I mean, that's how the world is. Centuries ago, okay.
All right, well, good comment. It's just not centuries ago, because cats was dying when they was 2. Like, cats was dying young. I get it. Life expectancy was like 16 or something, but now we're in a different culture right now. If we go back to that, we start holding those rules accountable. There's a lot of stuff we ain't gonna be able to do. But whatchamacallit. So they got this big deal now that Ron Isley Brothers, Earth, Wind, and Fire did a versus. TMZ got they little panties in a bundle because Ron Isley did songs that were produced by R. Kelly, right?
Yep. They got upset. They said he shouldn't have did it. He shouldn't have did those songs.
Somebody put me on TMZ because the hypocrisy is so crazy.
They said that Ron Isley had a slew of hits. He didn't have to do the ones that R. Kelly wrote and produced.
So I want y'all to do this. I want y'all to listen closely because I've said this before, but I don't think people understand. There's a director in Hollywood. His name is Roman Polanski. Google him. Roman Polanski was not just charged. He was found guilty of drugging, raping, and sodomizing a teen. Okay? He was found guilty. He fled the country. Google this. He fled the country. Big time Hollywood director. Fled the country, went to France. They couldn't get him. He then, years later, his movie is produced in Hollywood called The Piano. The same rapist who was found guilty, they produced a movie called The Piano. He wins an Oscar. He can't show up to the Oscars. Why? Because he's been found guilty of raping and sodomizing and drugging a teen. He doesn't show up. They give him the Oscar for Best Movie of the Year, and the crowd applauds. That dirty old bastard.
Let me see this guy. Old guy.
I want to know, TMZ, has Hollywood denounced him? Have they taken away his Oscar?
Well, how long ago was it? How long ago was
this?
This
is like in the 80s. This is like the 80s, maybe 90s.
It's 2021 is the difference now. Everything is about canceling culture. Back in the 80s.
But they canceled Pepe Le Pew. The cartoon character, they canceled him. And that's a whole nother story I found out about.
But
they're canceling everybody.
That was the 80s though, Mike.
James, like, did I just not? Are you not listening? They canceled the cartoon character Pepe Le Pew from back in the 70s.
Because he was in a current movie that's now with LeBron.
Well, should you not take the Oscar away from Roman Polanski? Should you not make a thing where we're going to take the Oscar away? If Ron Isley can't do a song,
it's wrong no matter what time
it is. No matter what.
But
like
current don't mean it's just current.
When R. Kelly,
relevant.
It is relevant. My thing is, you're not going to cancel that director. His movies are still available to be purchased. Have you taken it out your catalog?
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Have you made it impossible for anybody to see it? They're canceling old school artists left and right. They're canceling books. They're canceling books from the 50s and 60s. TMZ, shut your ass up. But see, that's what I told y'all. Stop jumping on this cancel culture, because I said this a few weeks ago that the people who catch it the worst are black people, because they'll pick up anything on every minority and be like, yo, we got to cancel him. We got to cancel him. But literally, you want to start a cancel culture? Oh, y'all got me hyped. I want to make sure this is the promo. Y'all want to start a cancel culture?
Go ahead.
Get this promo right here. Look at the time. Y'all want to start a cancel culture? Every president that ever owned a slave should be canceled. Every U.S. president that owned a slave and raped a slave and had babies by a slave woman, a black woman who was a slave, cancel their asses. Take them off their $5 bill, $10 bill, whatever the hell it is. Y'all want to cancel people? Cancel your whole culture for the first 15 presidents. How about that? Jeffrey Epstein ain't even get canceled. You want to cancel something? How about cancel every movie? Let's do this. Since y'all got me hyped. Y'all cancel every damn movie Harvey Weinstein had something to do with. I dare you. I dare you to cancel those movies.
Nice list.
Go ahead. Cancel the movies that he greenlit, that he produced. Go cancel them. Go ahead. I'm not wasting my curse. I get one curse a show. I'm not wasting it right now. I'm not wasting it.
I see you hype. I see you. He's got him going right here.
Because y'all kill me. Y'all kill me with this R. Kelly thing. R. Kelly's in jail. Y'all got what y'all wanted.
It's on cancel Creepy Joe. Joe Biden ain't creepy. Stop that.
Oh, Joe Biden's creepy as hell. Joe Biden's creepy as hell. Don't get me started on the videos I watch. Y'all listen, y'all. I don't pick a team like everybody else and just go like, Joe Biden's a creepy bastard. You watch those videos of him touching young girls and whispering in their ears and them feeling uncomfortable. That's what he did. But y'all cats, everybody just wants to go, let's pick a team and we'll just ride out blindly. But then y'all kill Donald Trump followers when they do the same thing. Back to Harvey Weinstein.
Shout out to people on Facebook. They're giving you hearts. They're giving you likes and emojis. Yeah. So I guess they rocking with what you're saying. But go ahead, Mike. Keep going.
It's hypocrisy. You got presidents that rape slaves, that have kids, Thomas Jefferson and the rest of these cats. And y'all talking about y'all need to, Ron Isley can't do a damn R. Kelly song that R. Kelly wrote and produced for him.
He didn't sing on it. He didn't sing on the song, but he just wrote and produced it, so he shouldn't have did it according to TMZ. Yeah.
But y'all celebrate these presidents.
And Rosa Parks still ain't got her bill, right? Mike said. What happened to Rosa Parks bill? When
I don't want to get into that because people take it the wrong way. I don't even want a woman like Rosa Parks who did so much, or Harriet Tubman who did
Harriet Tubman.
Harriet Tubman who did so much to try and bring people freedom. And then we're going to put our face on a currency that still represents racism. What's the hell? Come on, y'all.
I did want it, though. I would like to see
that. What?
Okay.
Nah, that's the throne. That's
they get us every time. Let's put her face on a bill that is still representing a country that's filthy racist right now. Man, listen.
You gotta crawl though before you walk. I mean, I think that taking a bill would be hot, and that's a step in the right direction.
A step in the right direction on what? What's that going to change?
Nothing.
Like these crumbs on the table kill me. What's that going? How about you indict, and then you charge, and then you put these racist cops in jail before you put Harriet Tubman's face on a damn on a piece of paper that's currency for a racist ass country. But I know everybody be like, you put her on. We need to have her on a bill. For what? The same money that helps fund the oppression of minorities in this country since day one. Man, why'd y'all get me started? I'm not gonna waste my curse right now. I'm not.
We got guests coming up at 8:30. You got your new segment at 8:15. Well, 7:15 if you're on the Central Time. And now you all hyped. You amped.
There's new segment. What new segment?
At 8:15, Mike is going to introduce his Is It Just Me? This might be one of his Is It Just Me?
Is it just me? Because my Is It Just Me is stupid, is silly. I should have done this. I should have done this.
Is it just me?
God, you cancel art. And the fact is that black people supported it. Don't y'all see the hypocrisy? One guy was like, one black guy, I forget what his name was, like, R. Kelly's an animal. Dog, Harvey Weinstein's an animal, and they're not taking his movies up. I thought you were smarter than me. I be looking at these dudes on TV, and I honestly believe they're smarter than me. And then they say stuff, and I'm like, yo, you're a stupid dummy.
Stupid dummy?
I love that.
He called him a stupid dummy.
You're a stupid dummy.
That's so 4-year-old.
Yes, stupid dummy.
I love it. But he plays it so perfect. You stupid dummy.
God, I just want to be I would love to be on CNN, right? And be on a panel. And then get kicked up like this. And then literally call somebody a stupid dummy. Say, listen, at the end of the day, you know what you are? You know what you are? You're a stupid dummy. That's what you're a stupid dummy. Okay. And I know that's childish, but that is the level of your intellect. That's how I have to talk to you. You're a stupid dummy. I promise you Donald Trump called somebody a stupid dummy in the White House. I promise you at some point he said, "You stupid dummy." Hey, yo, Google that Roman Polanski. I would love to Google how many movies Harvey Weinstein has something to do with that is still making $1 billion right now. I would love to see that long list of movies that y'all white folks have canceled.
That's why they didn't get rid of them. It's too long.
I would love to see it.
Shut Hollywood down. We're already in a pandemic. That'll shut Hollywood down. You crazy? Ain't doing that.
Stupid dummies.
Wow. All right.
Mike, yeah, I like that. I like that stupid dummy.
Go smoke a Black and Mild, you stupid dummies.
Yeah.
We got any guests today? Let me read these.
Yes. Yeah, in like 30 minutes, we got one of hip-hop's legends coming on the show. Y'all know from Lords of the Underground, Mr. DoItAll himself. Mr. DoItAll will be joining us.
One Chief Rocker. Chief Rocker.
Here comes the Lords. All that. Yeah, so DoItAll gonna be joining the show. We should chop it up with him.
Politics now.
Yeah.
He ran for Newark, councilman of Newark. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you who's not. I tell you who's not a stupid dummy.
Who's that?
DoItAll's not a stupid dummy.
Nah.
Tell you who's not. Everybody on Instagram Live. Oh, 200. Shorty
movies.
Scott on
200
it.
movies.
Shorty Scott, who runs Media Room 360, says
Yanked
Harvey
him.
Weinstein is part of 200 movies. Is y'all? What time
You
is it?
ain't stopping that money.
Not
That's
really.
exactly. I think if you just pulled them all off.
No.
Off
200 movies.
Mm.
Cancel that.
No, that's doing too much, Mike.
Oh, and you was on TMZ going like, yeah, I hate R. Kelly. Cancel Harvey Weinstein's movie. Take them all off. If Ron Osley can't do a song that's written and produced, you can't do a movie that's produced by Harvey Weinstein.
Was all his movies, were they minors or they was adults? That he was, I mean, not saying it doesn't matter.
What are you talking about? What you thought he did, the Nickelodeon channel? It was movies.
No, I was saying the women that was alleged. I was trying to remember Harvey Weinstein.
Harvey Weinstein he didn't care. He was groping everybody. He was going at actresses and having them on a casting couch and doing whatever he was doing. And
but do we look at it differently when like R. Kelly with minors being younger and taking advantage of little kids?
No, they didn't look at it differently for Bill Cosby.
You're right. They pulled the Cosby episodes quick, fast.
Y'all tried to cancel. Y'all tried to cancel.
And he's in jail.
Oh, he's still in jail? I thought he
Where do you think he at?
What did you? No,
he ain't in Philly.
He gonna die in jail.
He in a temple. Yeah, temple there. Temple. They yanked him.
He ain't hanging out with the Cosby kids. The cartoon ones I'm talking about.
Hanging out with them Cosby kids. Jay Black busy knocking down Rudy. Jay Black over there is smashing the pudding pops out of Rudy. He didn't even say Lisa Bonet. He was like Rudy. What the hell's wrong with you? He didn't even say Lisa Bonet's older sister. He was like straight Rudy.
They cracked.
At least say Denise.
No, they don't look right. They don't look right. They age horrible like Jasmine Guy. Them light skinned chicks back then, they just age horrible now.
That's when you live a hard life. Because Holly Berry still look good.
Exactly.
That's true.
J-Lo still look good.
She's older than both of them. Well, not Jasmine, but Bonet.
No, but we forgot that Jasmine was in her 30s doing a different world.
Exactly. She was just she's older. Yeah.
Like she's super older than everybody. She just,
and she looks it. Yep.
Yeah. We thought we were all the same age, but we weren't.
Jada Pinkett was like 13 in that joint. Even though Jada Pinkett aged well too. Shout out to Jada Pinkett.
Yeah.
Like the entanglement, that had me a little like, okay. But things happen. Hey, I'm not judging. If that's what you and Will was popping, y'all knock yourselves out. Jada aged well. We should do the age well list.
Age well, yeah. Come up with the who aged well. Yeah, good one.
Age well list. Oh, what's her name? Dwayne Wade. Gabrielle Union. She's good. Like Gabrielle Union's good. Very well. I like Gab.
Nia Long. Nia Long
is good.
Megan good.
Let's just pause for a second. When we say Megan good. Let's
Megan good.
Let that just settle for Megan good.
She's a good clean girl now.
Jesus, my God. Yeah. Shout to God.
Yeah, I remember I danced with Megan Good in the club. You couldn't tell me nothing that night. Yeah, I remember Megan.
This guy was one step away from everything and never smashed nobody out.
No.
Had Gabrielle Union in his truck. He was like,
hey, Gabrielle Union. Hanging with Jaleel White. Yeah, I was hanging with Jaleel White Urkel. Well, he don't like calling him Urkel. Jaleel White. We were hanging. It was Freddie Mitchell's one of his close friends.
How about we don't care? He don't like being called Urkel. How about that? How about that's how we know that mother?
He don't like that.
I don't give a damn. Either call him Urkel or his alter ego. What was his alter ego on the show?
Stefan. Was it Stefan?
You take one of those, homie.
Everywhere we went, there's like, yo, can you say that I do that? He hates that. Everywhere we went,
then give the money back. And give the money back.
Funny, get the money back.
You hate it so bad, give the money back. Never stop you from getting that direct deposit from that check. You ain't never stop. Give all the wealth back, all the wealth from doing that. Yes, I'll be irritated. Did I do that? No, I'm not going to say it, but I'm not going to be tortured. Like, oh my God, it's so hard in life. Everywhere I go, people ask me to say, did I do that?
He was a friend. He was a friend.
Everywhere I did, oh my God.
Mike always go left.
Everywhere. I'm in the airport. They want me to be Urkel.
Oh, look at the time. We should take a little
Cats
break.
dying in the street. Police officers killing people in the streets, and cats are going to jail for stuff they didn't do. Here goes Jaleel White. I can't do this. I do that again?
Well, I guess he ain't gonna come on the show.
Yeah, Angela Bassett. Yeah, she aged. He wasn't coming on the show anyway. Like, stop.
I was gonna reach out. I gotta reach out to her. I was, but now I don't know. But Angela Bassett, yeah, she aged well. They say good black.
Did I do that? Did I do that? Everywhere I go. Did I do that? Did I do that? I can't take it.
Oh, Jeanette got a comment off YouTube. What she say? When I Google Harvey Weinstein, it says he's a sex offender. So he has to register now, I guess, as a sex offender. Yeah. So that means he was minors.
Right. Still want the movies pulled. Right.
No, you're a sex offender. It doesn't have to be a minor. You're a sex offender. Yeah.
I thought when you got a report, it was a minor. See, I'm learning.
Did I do that?
Both. Oh, both.
Bobby Brown has lived a tragic life. He lost his wife tragically, Whitney.
Yes.
He lost his daughter. He lost his son.
Yeah.
That's a hard life, dog.
Yeah.
His
brother-in-law. But Jaleel White is on TV one going, I can't say that I do that. It's true. It's not that's torture.
I can't share. I'm not sharing no story. I'm glad I didn't go too deep with that story. I'm not sharing no stories with Mike.
Oh, somebody put Lynn Winfield. Yeah, she aged pretty good because she gotta be in her 60s.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, Lynn Whitfield from the Thin Line Between Love and Hate, right? Martin Lawrence.
Yeah, she scared me in that, but I saw pictures of when she was younger.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, would I do that? Yeah. Would I do that? Oh, the jeez. My God.
All right, where are we going, man? I gotta get you off of this.
I'm gonna go smoke a black and mild.
Mm-hmm.
Jaleel White, I got none but love for you, though. I got none but love. Like, if this stops you, if me joking, then come on, like, stop. Like,
yeah, we got to be grown.
We grown. Like, everybody gets joked on. We joke about each other, like, Yes, but I'm not. But when I saw the little clip on TV one talking about the cast didn't treat him right. Damn, Lynn Winfield, 67. Oh my God,
she's on IG popping now. I be seeing her. Yeah,
67.
I'm bringing her to game night.
God, I'll knock the 2% milk out of her. Jesus,
2% milk. Not the red top, the 2%, the blue top. Huh?
God, I'll knock the AARP card out that ass.
God, here we go.
Lynn Winfield, holla at your boy. I'm playing Stacey, let me live.
I was waiting for that disclaimer. I knew it was coming.
Holla, you 67-year-old. My God.
So what? Patty the bell next?
I'll beat the brakes off her and then just split a bowl of oatmeal with her ass.
This guy. Where does it stop? It doesn't.
Lynn Winfield. What? I have her crocheting like a sweater in the living room, butt nigga. Go ahead, girl. You crochet. I'm about to knock the Golden Girls out. Felicia Rashad did age well. She did.
Yeah.
And Debbie Allen. I think.
But they ain't Lynn Winfield. Debbie Allen is they ain't Lynn Winfield. I don't think Felicia Rashad, a legend. I'm not.
They're a little older though.
Yeah, they're a little older. I'm not.
Yeah, I think they're in their early 70s.
Mike don't care.
No, I'm not knocking them down. No, those are my grandmothers now. They're on point. They're attractive.
So 3 more years from 67 to 70. Now
they ain't hold up the way Lynn Winfield held up. Lynn Winfield, she held up. She was doing like little cardio and stuff like that. Felisa, I think they chilled back a little bit. Like, I'm not trying to go at them, but they was probably snacking a little much. But Lynn Winfield was still watching her. She was like making sure she didn't have a large sugar intake. She was probably doing a little cardio in the morning time, taking nice little walks. Girl, Lynn Winfield. All right. I just feel perverted now. I just got perverted.
That's why I'm like this guy. These images.
But sometimes you just got to joke, y'all. Sometimes it feels so good to be inappropriate.
Yes, it does sometimes.
Lynn Winfield, holla at your boy.
Sometimes, yes.
It's a thin line between 50 and 67. Felicia 72. God bless her soul.
Whoa, see?
Yeah. 72. Wow. All right.
Yeah, don't wow, because we closer to 72 than we are to 21. It starts getting real out in this field. All right, listen. It starts getting real. That's why I jogged yesterday. I gotta keep my adorable ass in shape. I gotta get right. Shit. I need to be that older dude that's like, man, he must have been knocking them down back in the day. Be like, yep.
Yep.
I'm Ron Isley up in this joint. I want to be Ron Isley like this. Yo, I need that little 30-year-old chick to be like, you know what? Truth be told, I still might let him hit. Yeah, I know. I know you still might let me hit. Debbie Allen, 71.
Wow.
Great. Because I'm not joking, because like certain, when people of other races hit 71, they look like,
ooh, death. Yeah.
Time to go.
And these two black men jumped all over that. I wasn't gonna say nothing. It's like, these two African American, death. Time to go.
Time to go. You look a hot mess.
Your nickname is Grave. What?
One foot in.
There's Crosby's on here. Yo, anybody on Instagram Live, I gotta shut it down because I'm about to smoke a black them out, and maybe we'll start writing a list of women over 50 who ate. Because look, Holly Berry, you can be crazy all you want. If I was single and I met Holly Berry, I'll deal with the craziness because I'm 50. Right? Who cares? Let's just have fun now. I got my money, you got your money. Let's just have a bunch of fun. My body's still sick.
No, you're right. J-Lo, J-Lo is the real. That's I think the mecca of it all. J-Lo at her age, her body, how she looks.
J-Lo just looks like a handful. Let's keep it 100. J-Lo looks like after you done smashed out like 60 times, you got to deal with her attitude. You be like, God, this ain't worth it. my little Boricua bunny just ain't worth it. Golly. Take your salsa Selena ass the hell out this room. I'm sick of you.
Yeah.
But you got to hit a lot. Like, you got to make sure you have sex a lot. Like, I think maybe 110 times before you go, like, after 110, you be like, get your ass out of here. Ain't nobody messing with you, Selena. Out of your attitude. Yes, I know how much money you're worth. Get on out of here.
I'll be all right.
Shawnee Scott ain't playing. Shawnee put the pictures up. Yeah, they look good. No, Lynn Winfield, she got a devil.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm about to say Felicia look a little bit more easy-going. I don't know. Looking at the images here.
Lynn Winfield look like we got to bring toys to the bedroom. Lynn Winfield look like it's about to go down.
Yeah, I couldn't do either. I'm sorry. I can't.
The funny thing is Jay Black is knocked off worse. And trying to act like he didn't.
I got standards. I don't know.
Both of those chicks look better than a few. Let me tell you something. I'm a fall back.
Oh, look at the time. A quick little break.
Look, in my catalog back in listen. Playing with y'all.
Let's come back and talk about some other stuff. Yeah.
You want to talk about Jaleel White? What else is off limits, Jay? You can't talk about Lynn Winfield and Debbie Allen and Felicia Rashad.
Did you really talk to Jay about yesterday? Are you gonna do what you said you was gonna do, or do you remember?
Oh yeah, we'll talk about that when we come back, man. You know what? That's a great tease.
Yeah,
that's a great tease. Sometimes, I'm uncomfortable being put in a position as being the leader of this show. Because I really like being irresponsible. I really love being irresponsible.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes we have to handle lack of priorities on this show.
Okay. All right. Lack of priorities.
So we got some questions we got to ask about how I was left high and dry hosting this show yesterday.
Okay. We're gonna talk about it, but we're gonna come back to your segment in 3 minutes. And then we got a guest.
Wait, excuse me, producer. What segment is that?
Is it just me?
Oh, is it just me? Yes. Is it just me?
I'm gonna be the segment. Okay.
Is it just me?
All right. In 3 minutes.
In 3 minutes, Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends IG Live. I'll be back, but I gotta go smoke a black and mild. Yes, I do. What up, y'all? It's Michael Shawn from Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends. And just in case you missed the show, check this out.
Like, I'm a sloppy crier. Like, I'm like, when the floodgates open, we would have had to take like a half-hour break.
Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends, where nothing's off limits. Free Agent Radio.
It wasn't like I'm not good. Like, I'm the dude that has to go by myself somewhere in the room and just sob. I don't cry. I sob. You can't sob when you're doing a one-man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and then you played off with the water bottle, like.
Yeah, I had to drink that water.
He did. I'm not crying.
Yeah. The water's leaking out my eyes. I'm drinking too much water. It's coming out my eyes.
Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends, where nothing's off limits. Free Agent Radio.
I was always funny. I was always the funniest kid in the room, the funniest teenager in the class, and the funniest adult. Back then, I didn't even know that this would be my career. It was my protection. Funny is what got me through every trauma in my life. Every person I lost, every fight I lost, every girlfriend I lost. Funny always got me through these things. It was the one relationship that I knew I can't live without this one. I need funny. I gotta make people laugh. I gotta take away their anger so it won't be directed at me. And that relationship was so important that it literally turned into my job. And I thought, this is the end all, be all, be funny. Until I met alcohol. When I met alcohol, that relationship took over. I can only explain my relationship with alcohol like a toxic relationship. And we see it all the time. There's a person, let's just say it's a woman who has a bright smile that lights up the room, who has all the energy in the world, and everybody loves this woman. But she's in love with this toxic man that brings her nothing but pain, brings her violence, brings her this sadness that she can't compare to anything else in the world. But even though that man brings that to her, she can't find it in her mind. She can't even fathom living without this toxic person. That is my exact relationship with alcohol. We the worst records, baby. We about to create a perfectly horrible song. Y'all know I've been in the gym. And now all I wear is tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts. Yes, I do. Michael Shawn wears tight shirts every day. I wear tight shirts because I'm working out some. And if I wear the right size, you won't see none of my little cuts in my arms or whatever. Short sleeve tight shirts in any type of weather. People talking trans when they see me in the street.
Your shirt's so tight, we can see your heartbeat.
Man, clown me if you want, I'm sticking to my guns. And when the summer comes, it's gonna be fun. You can crack jokes and treat me like a jerk, but one day you'll see my six-pack right through my shirt. And even if I wanted to, I just can't stop. I just might rock an Ezekiel crop top.
Whoa.
What? Did I take it too far? What?
Yes.
Whatever. Tight shirts in the morning at work and when I grieve. I even wear tight pajama tops when I sleep. Tight shirts. Tight shirts. Tight shirts. Yeah. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Every day. Mike Shawn wears tight shirts. To the gym or wherever. Tight shirts. Tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, Michael Shawn and We the Worst Records, Pluto, Aristotle, and P Skills have just destroyed or created another perfectly horrible song. Yeah. Check out the next single, Grown Man Wearing Skinny Jeans.
That's it, bro. Mix it up, bro.
Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends, where nothing's off limits. Free Agent Radio.
What up, world? Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends on Free Agent Radio. Also, Media Room 360. Free Agent Radio, download that app if you want the audio. Room 360, all the visuals, all the streaming sites. Roku is popping. Apple TV is popping.
Yes, numbers great.
What else is on there? What else is on there?
Amazon Fire TV numbers are great as well. I love it. So yes, we're on all those sites. Of course, Facebook Live. You can instantly give us your feedback and comments. YouTube is one of my favorites because I got direct access to YouTube like that. And Twitch TV is another one of those streaming platforms. So you got about 8-9 options if you want to see us on YouTube on your box. Hit us
Watch us.
Yes. Or call. You can always call 609. We forgot about the phone number. We got a phone line y'all want to call 609-699-1386. That's 609-699-1386.
As a matter of fact, call that number and tell us who you think is a woman or man who has aged well. A woman or man who is aged, because Ron Isley got swag. His drip, man, listen. I was proud of that man. That OG is an OG for real. And still can sing his ass off. God bless him. And I know he done lived a life. You know Ron Isley. Ron Isley, while he was doing the Earth, Wind, and Fire and Isley Brother verses, somebody put a comment. Ron Isley, he makes songs for people who got two families. And I started listening to the lyrics and I was cracking. I was like, yo, he's real talk for real. Call us up. Let us know. 609-699-1386. I'll get back on I can't update my IG live right now because that's my phone. I can't update it right now because then my phone was gonna shut down and then I gotta take it from the side.
Cam, if you want to go live with him, you can go live this time, Kim and Cam.
No, we got somewhere or another. Let's try it again. J Black go live, then Cam go live. So yeah. Do you know somebody? Is there a man or a woman who has aged well? Where you're like, wow, they maintained. We got Lynn Winfield, we got Holly Berry, we got J-Lo, we got
Smokey.
who?
Somebody said Smokey Robinson. Good morning, Kathy. Kathy said Smokey Robinson aged well.
Yeah, but Smokey got some work done on that face. That face looked tight.
Not tight. It looked screwed up.
Smokey looked tight.
But he always looked tight though. You look the younger photos.
But now he's straight plastic man, but God bless him.
Yo.
Somebody say, hey, my brother, what up? Free Agent Radio, what up? That's us.
Who aged well? We were figuring out who aged well over the years. Give us some names. Who aged
like once
well.
they hit their 40s and even though 40s different now and 50s different now, because we still be part of the culture. Like when my parents were 50, they had no clue what was going on. Like they was like, nah, we know nothing. Shamar Moore, Shawnee says Shamar Moore. Okay,
the actress dude. Okay,
no, he don't know.
I mean actor guy. Shamar Moore. Yeah. I know who Shamar Moore is.
Those are good ones. Shout to Boycott over here. Boycott _the _NFL. Shout to Shot by Duck. Shout out to all y'all on my Instagram Live. Download that Free Agent Radio app and y'all can get it popping. Media Room 360. Y'all can see the visuals, goals. I want to be like Angela Bassett is probably Angela Bassett really might be the GOAT. No pun intended.
Yeah.
Like really might be Angela Bassett stayed right. I was talking about Lynn Winfield. Yeah, Angela Bassett. Somebody said Denzel Washington.
They said Dr. Dre.
Yeah, Dr. Dre looked a little different lately. Mm-hmm. But yeah, all right, Dr. Dre. I'll go with it. He did. Who else? Shout to First Cooper. Kathy said LL Cool J. Yes, I'll give you that. Ladies is popping in here now. Somebody who aged well. Guys, give me a female who aged well. Jada, we said Jada. Jada definitely aged well. Jada Pinkett. Shout to Snoop Robinson on the IG Live.
Snoop.
Somebody said Pharrell looks like he's aging backwards. You are so right, yo.
Pharrell
looked like he is he's what's that movie called?
The Benjamin Buttons.
Benjamin Buttons. He look like he's going backwards for real. Like Pharrell looked like in a few weeks he's gonna be an infant.
What?
Like, God bless his soul. Damn, Pharrell. Jada Pinkett's mom, she's nice. Like, I'm taking Lynn Whitfield out now. Jada Pinkett's mom is nice. Like, she's nice. I ain't gonna lie. She kept it right.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody being funny. Somebody said Lady Jade. Really? Y'all gonna play with me?
What are we doing?
She's young.
You think Eddie Murphy aged well? I don't know. You think so?
I think he aged well. I think, Eddie still, Patty LaBelle, somebody said Patty. Billy D. I haven't seen Billy D, so I don't know what Billy D looks like right now, but for a long time he did. Busta Rhymes lost all the weight and got Diesel. So Busta Rhymes, that's another thing. If you get in shape, you can turn back the hands of time. When you get in shape,
it preserves your youth. Okay.
Oh, the chick, I can't say her name, from the Bernie Mac show, his wife. What was her name?
The Bernie Mac show.
Oh, man.
Bernie Mac show.
Yeah, she's nice. The wife was nice. The wife was nice. Somebody said Michelle Obama. I think Michelle Obama just looks the same age. I give her credit. She looks exactly.
She was younger when they first met in college.
She looked like, I think she looked old when she was young, and now she looks young when she's older. Like, I don't know. She got the same thing. Lisa Ray. Yeah. See? God bless her. I mean, Lisa Ray got she got a lot to live up to, because she was diamond, and we put her someplace where it was, when she was diamond on Players Club, we put her on the ultimate superior pedestal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Somebody said Eddie. So they said Eddie Murphy on your IG Live. It looks like he had some work done. That's why I was asking you. Eddie, it looked like he might have had something done, right? A little tightness, like Smokey Robinson.
Let me get my money right and see if I don't get some work done. You play with me.
So you getting a little help.
Black don't crack. You ain't got to put no work into that.
Yeah, let me tell y'all the biggest lie y'all have ever said in your life. Let me tell you the biggest lie, that black don't crack. Don't make me start bringing up some cracked black.
I ain't say none. I'm just saying for the most.
Like Cam, technically, like your facial situation and everything like that. Like, you and Jay really don't look any older than from when I met you until I look at pictures.
I take the gray off. I go down about good 20 years on young dude.
Vanessa Williams, shout out to Vanessa Williams. Nice.
Yeah.
Vanessa Williams. That's a good one. Yeah.
First Miss America, right? Yeah, black. Yeah.
Vivica Fox ain't bad either. She held up. She's sassy. She that old school sassy chick. You like, that's another one.
Now she got work done though.
Yeah, she got work. Michael Ealy, but Michael Ealy's young. Michael Ealy's
they got at least be over 50. Like, if you're under 50,
or at least be 45. Let's at least be in mid 40s.
Age well if you're still young. Like,
they said Lil' Kim. Stop playing with the Lil' Kim. Stop that. Stop that. They hit him with jokes.
Yeah, they're trying to set us up.
That's we got Neil Long. Somebody said Wendy Williams. Stop playing. Don't get me started. Y'all better stop playing with the Wendy Williams. That's y'all funny. All right, so should I do the segment now?
Yeah, because then after that we got our guest. So yeah, so Mike, ladies and gentlemen, he has a new segment he's going to be doing every day around at 15 after the 8 o'clock Eastern time frame. It's called "Is It Just Me?" We need a little intro. We probably got to do. Oh,
yeah, we got to put a little intro.
She put it up on the screen.
We got to put a little intro music. Shout to Shawnee. She put it. Is it just okay? Let's get it started. So, women, is it just me, or I believe that women should be treated equally, and women have fought for equal rights, and women they want to be treated equally in the workplace, and damn it, they deserve to be treated equal in the workplace. But is it just me? Or y'all pick and choose when y'all want to be independent women? Like, y'all pick and choose. Like, listen, if we equal, and we on the same level, which we are, we definitely are. Don't start bringing up stuff that a man has to do because it's a man's job. No, sweetie. We can both do this job. Remember? You're equal. All that we go on our first date and a man is supposed to pay for the meal. No. We are equal. We both got to split this. You pay for your meal because you are independent and you are equal. I don't open up doors. We're equal. We don't need no door opening. We don't need no pulling the chairs out. We equal. We in that bed 2 o'clock in the morning. We hear a noise downstairs. Either one of us can get up and check it. Either one of us. We equal.
It's your turn.
It's your turn. I checked it on Thursday. This is a Monday night noise at 3:00 in the morning. I heard that little creaky noise. It sounded like a footstep. Go ahead, it's your turn.
Yep.
Don't hit me with the man. This is the man's job. This is the man's job. Don't y'all ever say it's a man's job again. Because when we tell y'all it's a woman's job, y'all get offended.
Wow.
Y'all get offended when we say it's a woman's job to cook or clean. Got it. We can both cook or clean.
Watch the phone scam.
We can both cook or clean, and we can both change the oil in the car.
Mm-hmm.
We can both do laundry, and we can both change the tire when it goes flat.
Wow. So wait, they can't be independent but yet be submissive to a man? Is that what
No. Don't use that word submissive. Women don't like hearing that word submissive.
Okay.
Don't you use that curse word.
He's up.
He said that curse word.
Oh, Jay Black used his curse word up for the whole show, y'all.
For the whole year.
He said women can't be y'all. We equal, and I 100% believe. I tell my daughters, you equal. Don't be saying what a man need to do, and a man need to do that. No, because it's a man's job. Nope. No.
You just pissed a lot of females off.
Get pissed off, because is it just me? But y'all can't have it both ways whenever you think it's right.
Pick and choose.
Oh yeah. A man is supposed to I forget what the word is when you're trying to holler at a chick. Chivalry is dead. Forget chivalry. But when you're trying to you're courting a woman. A man is supposed to court the woman. No. If you see me and you like me, get to courting. We equal.
Don't lie to your daughter. I would love to learn how to change a tire. Female saying, I would love to learn how to change a tire.
Well, learn because you equal. You know how you do it?
Out wrong. No one loves to want to learn how to fix a tire. They don't even sound right.
We got somebody. Okay, let me wrap it up. And that's it. Is it just me? But y'all can't have it both ways. Next time I have a better ending. Let's see who's on the phone line right now. Free Agent Radio, Media Room 360. Who's this? Hello.
This D.
D.
What up, D?
Damn, you aggressive.
D, don't curse. I got a feeling you might curse. I just feel it in my bones.
Aggressive as hell. You
no
equal.
Cursing.
That's what I'm talking about. You equal. D, what up? What you want to say?
I am not equal. I do not subscribe to the I can do what a man can do. I don't. I can't do it. I can't do it. I am woman enough to say, if that time needs changing, you got it, bro. It's all you. I will stand there. I will wipe your brow. I will bring you some water. If you're struggling, I'll even pitch in and go team. Get it.
Right.
No. I don't need to be equal because I'm not getting up at 3 a.m. when I hear noise. I'm shaking you.
Okay. All right.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? And I'm mad if you didn't hear it.
I love it, D. For those on Instagram Live, if you want to hear everybody else, because I hear somebody say we can only hear me. That's why I tried to tell y'all, download Free Agent Radio. The app is free. Or go check out the videos, Media Room 360, every streaming site. YouTube, Media Room 360, Facebook, Media Room 360, Roku on your TV, Media Room 360, Apple TV, Media Room 360, Amazon Fire, Media Room, and you can hear everything. We can't get Cam. I got to get Cam to be able to try and send a request. So D, what you're saying is, can you hear me, D?
Yes, I can hear you.
So I would like to thank you for being 100% honest that you are not equal to a man.
No, I am not. I am not.
Clap it up for D. Clap it up for D. Clap it up. Clap it up for D. Michael Shawn didn't say it. Jay Black didn't say it. DJ Can. Our friend D, who is a female, said it. She said it.
She irritated a lot of females.
Yeah, D.
I mean, and they may be mad, but listen, I got a good husband. He take care of the house. I don't pay no bills.
What?
I can swipe the card whenever I want. He makes it stepped in to take care of kids that weren't even kids. Has taken care of 2 that were not his from day one. Always made sure I had a roof over my head, a car to drive.
Say it. Talk.
The whole nine.
Gee, I don't know. I'm not trying to be yo, you must got that thing for real. Like
No, she just acknowledging that her dude, she don't need that. So yeah, I get it. I get what she's saying. She
D must had him.
It's
D
not a
must had him.
competition. We a team.
You
We
a team, but
It's
D,
not
you
a
got.
competition.
It's not a competition, but you got that superpower. You must have that superpower right there. You said my car. I swipe my card whenever I want. He takes care of kids that ain't even his. He loves. He keeps a roof over our head. Let's shout it out for D and shout out them women who got them superpowers. Yeah.
And use them for good, not evil.
And they use them for good.
There you go.
Oh man,
that is lovely, D. That's what I'm talking about. God bless you, girl. And how you listening to us? You listening to us on Free Agent Radio? You watching us? How you doing it?
On Media Room 360. Shout out to my girl, Shani.
All right. You see us on TV.
Yep.
Yes.
That's what I'm telling you. I know. So you get to see my adorable ass. That's beautiful. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, he's clapping for that. Mike, Jay, don't clap for that.
No, I'm giving him the slow clap. I'm giving him the slow.
No sound. No sound. Mute your mic. Mute your mic.
Don't get mad at my adorability. I don't even know if that's a bird.
Adorability.
My adorability. Wait, I need to act.
Still in the game. Glad you still out here making us laugh.
Thank you.
Still out here being real, cause all the fakeness and all of that, it ain't even. That ain't what's. Come with it or don't come at all.
That's what I'm talking about, D.
Yep.
They thought they was preparing. They thought they was preparing for my downfall. They thought it was over.
I mean, you know, sometimes a setback is a setup.
They miscalculated. They miscalculated. They thought this. They thought this little adorable light skinned ass was going away. Yes, they miscalculated. They got it wrong. The critics said it was over for Michael Shawn. Thank you for the call, Didi. You done got me started, D, and I called her Didi. How about that?
Got him sound like Muhammad Ali.
That's part of the cheerleader. You got to have a cheerleader. If you ain't got no cheerleader, you got the wrong ones on your team.
Nice.
That's my favorite part of the Ali movie. They miscalculated. They thought this was supposed to be the downfall of Michael Shawn. They got it wrong. Thank you for the phone call, sweetheart. Thank you for the phone call.
We got a legend in the waiting room.
No problem.
We got to get this. Thank you so much for watching. Keep spreading the word. Please keep spreading the word for us. We got a legend in the room. Hip hop personified. I hate when Stephen A. Smith uses personified every time. Like Stephen A. Smith gets on my damn nerves. Personified. Champion basketball player personified. Shut your ass up, Stephen A. Smith. All right. This man right here, legendary hip hop group, Lords of the Underground. He has no idea like how many times I had that in my Nissan Sentra and I was blaring his music and his cassette tapes and how the one chief, ladies and gentlemen, y'all get it for our guest of the show, Mr. DoItAll.
Duke Kelly. Kelly. Unmute your mic.
Unmute you, DoItAll.
There you go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yo, Mike, what up? Jay Black, what's good?
What up, dude?
What up, man?
It's so good to have DoItAll.
Get my stinking ass up early this morning, man.
Man, I appreciate it. Man, there's so much. I saw you on Drink Champs.
Oh man, I got
and I was sitting there going like, wow.
I got wasted.
Word.
No, I could never. First of all, I'm an alcoholic, so I can't do Drink Champs. But even in my drinking days, I already know I'd be Slurville like 20 minutes in because there's just too much liquor.
Too. So I wouldn't have drank like that either. But I said, you know what? It's my birthday. Let's go ahead and talk about this story and with some real drinks and let's have some fun. So that's what it was, man. We had a good time,
I will say this. There was a lot of stories that you told that I was totally unaware of.
Yeah, I believe that's the story of Lords of the Underground, man. I think people forgot about those rides in the Nissan Chevy, you know what I mean? In the Nissan Sentra, you know what I mean? They forgot about those type of things. I think that's why sometimes we feel like we get left out of the story that we was actually part of, you know?
No.
As Jersey artists, period, I think hip-hoppers you know, when you talk about hip hop, you can't really talk about the 90s hip hop without mentioning Jersey. But a lot of times, the only person they mention is Redman because he's associated with Wu-Tang, or Queen Latifah because she's still on your TV screen. You know what I mean? But I feel like we get forgot a lot of times, man. I'm just talking about Jersey artists, period. And we had a lot to do with that 90s. You can't, you know, Fugees, every member, Lords, Redman, Ron Digger,
Poor Righteous Teachers,
Outsiders, Poor Righteous Teachers, you know,
YZ.
You know, it's just the list just go on and on, man. And I'm talking about like platinum selling cats, gold selling cats.
Yes.
Get left out of the conversation. So it's just funny to me.
And you mentioned, but so he mentioned Redman, which was weird to me. Like he was actually your DJ before the Redman that we knew. He was your DJ. Like how did that happen?
Redman was my DJ. We grew up in the same hood. I grew up on 19th Street. Well, actually, Tretch grew up on 18th. I grew up on 19th, and Redman grew up on 20th. Tretch was just on the East Orange side of it. But yeah, that hood was crazy, man. We lived in between two graveyards, and we did everything in the graveyards, everything.
Yo.
You know, and I lived in the middle. Red lived on the he lived right on the other side of the graveyard, and my house and his house was kind of in back each other, just on two different blocks. And you know, we just became cool, man. And Red was just always a hip hop guy, and he would DJ, you know.
Yo, that's hilarious. Because we're speaking to Do It All from the legendary group Lords of the Underground. Two things is weird about Jersey, and I think this has to do with why so many Jersey artists don't get the respect that they deserve. It's because North Jersey becomes New York.
New York, yeah.
Most definitely, Mike.
And then South Jersey becomes Philadelphia.
Most definitely. It's like
So
a state divided.
Yeah, it's like a state divided. And even when the New York Giants come to Jersey and play in Jersey, they're still called the New York Giants. So it's like, so it was like everybody got lost in it. And I was trying to think of when y'all got together, Laws of the Underground, who signed you to the first deal? Number one, what was your first deal when y'all got on?
Our first deal was so we met at Shaw University in Raleigh, North Carolina, HBCU.
Right.
Probably one of the greatest moves, you know, changed our lives. When we got down there, a brother by the name of Derek L.A. Jackson, who used to manage, who was the reason for Scott Storch being, you know, doing what he did. He also found the Roots. Shout out to everybody in Philly.
What up? What up?
What up?
He found the Roots. He was Marley Marl's cousin, and he went to our college, and he was graduating that year. And he told our DJ, Lord Jazz, yo, I need you to find me a group. I'm going to be working for Marley. Maybe I can just shoot him you know, since I'm going to be right there with him, shoot him a demo. And Jazz put myself and Funk in the group while we was at Shaw University. Gave him we did 3 joints, gave it to Marley. We wasn't called Lords of the Underground yet, but we did do one record that went real good for us was Psycho. And we did it to Black Sheep.
Yep.
You know, it was crazy. We did it to Black Sheep that year. Pick it up, pick it up. We did Psycho to that. Marley loved it, was singing it around the house, and came to visit us while he was on a Juice Crew tour. And he came to visit us at a club called The Landing in Raleigh, North Carolina. I had a fight the day before, and broke my hand, so I got a cast all on my hand. Marley came down, man, and we murdered it. We did Psycho. That was our first single that people really heard. And the rest is history, man. Marley and Derek, they changed our lives, man.
Yeah, there's this book. I don't know if you ever read it, because I know you're well read. You're into politics now. You've evolved into so many things, and we're gonna get to all that. It's called the Tragic Life, and I forget the name. I wish I had it, but it's about a kid from North Jersey who developed a brand of weed. Do you know who I'm talking about? And he went to Yale.
Yes.
And he in Yale, in order for him to stay in Yale University, he still had to create this weed. That's where he created this strand of weed. And then he graduated Yale, but then he had to come back. I got to get the name of it, because I just wanted to say this.
Up or something, right? I think I know what you're talking about. Did he get locked up after he came back out of Yale?
Yeah, he got in trouble, but the problem was the word got out that he had this lab in the basement, and I forget what street it is in North Jersey. It was in Newark.
Yeah. I think his name, if I'm not mistaken, was it Eric or something?
I'm gonna
the story.
I'm gonna get the name. I'm gonna text you because if you haven't read this book, you have to read this book. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Just giving you the status. Now, Lords Underground. Okay, finally, y'all now Lords of the Underground. Right. And because I always like to feel the progression on when people feel like, yo, we made it. Like we made it. Like my benchmark was when I performed the Showtime at the Apollo, and it was me and Usher. I was a comedian, and it was Usher, and I was like, I wasn't rich, obviously, but I was like, I made it. Like, I'm here. What was that moment for you guys as Lords of the Underground as a group? Did y'all go like, yo, this is crazy. We're here. Like, we made it.
Yeah, I think everybody has that moment, man, especially when you putting in that work and you want to be where you want to be. You know what I mean? Maybe for you, it was with the comedy and the media and stuff like that. Jay Black, it could have been for the media, whatever. Same with Cam. And for us, man, like, I'm not even on front. When I was at Shaw, I wasn't believing Derek. Derek was a fast talker. He was from LA, so we called him LA. You know what I mean? So he was always like, you know, and he was a blood back then. You know what I mean? Bloods and the gangs, all that wasn't even popular. Like, you a blood and you go to school? You know what I mean? So he was just, I didn't believe him. You know, where I come from in Newark, if somebody's talking all fast and they snacking their hands all the time, yo, baby, this and that. I'm like, man, this dude lying. Yeah. I'm like, man, he's lying, man. And Jazz like, nah, that's my boy from LA. I know him. I'm like, if he from LA, how he Marley Marl's cousin? Marley from Queensbridge. You know what I mean? So I'm making up every excuse all the way to when they came to the school. They came in a limo. A limo came to pick us up. You know, limos was popular back then.
No, that's different. Yeah, limos hit different back then. They hit different back then. Yeah,
Limos hit different back then. So I get in the limo. Nobody's in the limo. They're like, oh, we got to go to the hotel to pick up Marley. I'm like, man, somebody fronting on a large level. Like this, he ain't even in here. We get to the hotel. Marley gets into the limo with 2 bottles of champagne.
Let's go.
Still really not in all the way. I'm a fan like crazy, like, oh, Marley Marl. Fast forward, we go through the whole process doing the show in Raleigh and all of that. And Marley said, yo, I need y'all to come up to the House of Hits next week. I'm still not all the way in yet. We go all the way up to the House of Hits. I'll give you the scene. It's a big white house in the suburbs. So I'm like, this ain't no studio. It's somebody's house. You know,
yo, this dude do it all. It's hard to make him believe anything.
Yeah, right. Look.
He might not still believe it.
I'm still not believing. But I do see a convertible red BMW in the driveway. I do see a Saab, a red Saab. All his cars was red back then. I see a red Saab in the driveway. I'm like, all right, he got a BMW, he got a Saab in the driveway.
Okay.
We pull up to we on the side of the door. It's like the Ring before Ring was out. He had a doorbell, you ring and he could see you and talk to you and all of that. So I was like, oh, all right, he on some other, because there wasn't no such thing as no ring back then. You know, we ring the joint.
He's starting to believe. Do it all. Starting to believe. He's starting to believe.
So the door opened up. It's an 850 in the inside the garage. So you know, back in the 90s, all of my dope boys watching out there, if you ever had a dope boy friend and he had an 850, it's almost like he had a Bentley back then. You know what I mean?
Real talk.
The 850, the coupe 850 coupe, and it was just surrounded by records in the garage.
Damn.
All we hear is like the mumbling of some music playing. It was just like I'm like, man, what is that? Go in, it's Studio A with glass sliding doors. As soon as you walk through the garage, we walk in there first. It's a white man with a big ponytail mixing the board. We look behind the board. It's a dude with a wife beater on and a bell Kango with his back turned to him. Marley reaches over, turn the volume down and say, hey, yo, Todd, I want you to meet my new group. Turn around, it's my idol, LL Cool J. They was mixing Mama Said Knock You Out.
Wow.
Nobody's ever heard it. We just walked into the mix.
Wow.
That's when, and I said all that to say, that's when I turned to the group and said, yo, I think we made it. We go upstairs, and Heavy D is upstairs eating something. I think he was eating grapes or something.
Oh, y'all made it.
I was like, yo. I said that downstairs. Funky looked at me upstairs after he saw Heavy D and said, yeah.
We in.
But listen.
Story for me, man. When we walked into the house hits, LL Cool J was mixing Mama Said Knock You Out. You know, that went on to win a Grammy. Heavy D was upstairs just chilling, talking to us about being new artists, you know. And it was just a crazy day, man. And we stayed in school through it all too, man. You know, but
which was smart, but the to your credit, do it all. To your credit, to make you believe, all it took was a dope ass limo pulling up to a dope ass house, seeing 5 or 6 cars, then seeing an 850, then walking into a glass studio and seeing 2 Hall of Fame rappers. That's all it took to make you believe. That was it.
Okay. That was it. It's about to happen.
Hey, man, I'm from Newark, man, where they sell you dreams all the time. You know what I mean? So I was like, look, man, either I'm gonna be a newscaster,
right?
Or get this with this record off or something.
So, the book. The name of the book is called "The Short Tragic Life of Robert Peace."
Robert Peace, right?
Please get that, because the neighborhood that he talks about, I guess there was a famous hill in Newark or something. I'm just telling you to read the book. Just get the book. The book is absolutely amazing.
I read it before too, man.
And you did?
Yeah, I did. Robert Peace. You're right. I read.
Man, that was
Somebody
amazing.
told me this about 5 years ago about Robert Peace, and I was mad that he was from Newark and I didn't know the story. So I read the book. You're right.
Yeah, it was absolutely.
He got in some trouble.
I hope somebody makes this his life into a movie. I hope this book turns into a movie at some point. All right, give me the years now. Did Lords of the Underground get on before Tretch and Latifah, or was it Latifah, then Lords of the Underground, then Naughty by Nature? What was the timeline? Like, who was the one that got on first and who started popping first?
Man, shout out to Queen Latifah. Shout out to the whole NBN, man. Queen Latifah got on with Mark the 45 King first.
Yes, yep.
Mark the 45 King, man. And rest in peace to his boy. He just lost one of his good friends, Qasim Samad from Mad Bass 2 days ago, man. His funeral was yesterday. So shout out and rest in peace.
Wow, prayers, yeah.
But Mark the 45 King put on they put on Lakim Shabazz though first.
Yeah.
Latif.
They did. Yes, they did. Damn, you got a memory. Yes, they did.
Them first.
Latif got flavor.
Queen Latifah came in, and then her and Shakim put on this group that wasn't called Naughty by Nature at first. You know what I mean? They put on Naughty, and then after Naughty, Redman came, and then Lords of the Underground came.
Oh,
I
got it.
introduced Redman to Eric Sermon. One time we went to a Def Jam party. I think it was the EPMD Gold party. Everybody was there. It's crazy because I won tickets on WBLS to go, but I only had 2.
Okay.
And Def Jam gave me 2 more, and I took the crew. And Redman was part of my crew at the time, so you know we went and did the went to the whole joint, and I introduced them to him. My man Bree, the beggar, who was on Lords of the Underground singing Never Faded on the record called Never Faded. He introduced me to Eric and said, yo, E, because one thing I could say about my crew back then, whoever was the rapper at that time, even though we all rapped, we tried to push the rapper that was popping at that time. And I just happened to be the rapper in Newark, in the Newark area popping at that time. So they was trying to push me. And Eric was like, cool, I want to hear you and all of that. We hit him up. He hit me up and said, yo, I got a show now in Sensations, a club called Sensations. If you know anything about Newark, one of the legendary clubs, Newark Sensations. If you was an artist in the 90s, you rocked at that spot, or the late 80s, you rocked at that spot. And I got sick or something where I couldn't go to the show. So I asked Redman and Bree to go down and represent for me. And the rest is history, man. Red did a freestyle for Ito on stage. But I can't front. Red was like, yo, we on.
Right.
For E, we on.
We
was going to Eric's house every weekend in Central Islip, Long Island. You know, and that's where I first saw him making hamburgers with eggs on them. You know, and we started to meet everybody. We started to see that Parrish had another group from a college just like you know, we wasn't even in college yet, but he had a group from a college, you know, and I had promised my moms that year that I would take off from school, that I would go to college if it doesn't happen. So when Red got on, I was just like, yo, man, I promised my moms I'm gonna go to school. So I gotta go to school for this year, but don't forget me. Just hold it down, do your thing. And they didn't forget me though. But by that time I had met Marley. So I got my own deal.
Right.
You know, Red had his deal. So it was like really, it's like a year apart music wise, but it's really like probably even less than a year.
So when you're working with guys like Redman, and because you know Redman from the start, all right, you know him from So, and lyrically, you're dope, and we're singing
another monster though, man.
But that's my question. When do you hear him and go like, what?
Yeah.
What made you even say
question,
that? Like when did you hear it and go like, what the hell? Why are you writing this?
Face too. Yo, that's an ill question. I don't think nobody ever asked me about that with Doc, man, because like Redman was my DJ, so he wasn't rhyming all of the time.
Right.
What was dope about him DJing was that I would turn part of our show, I'd turn it over to him, and he would freestyle while he was cutting. It was like a little part of our show that nobody was doing, like having a DJ rap like that, spit hard like that while he was cutting. So, and he would come a lot of the times off top. It would be freestyle. So it would be different rhymes every night. Then he wrote this one rhyme over our man's house one time, and it was like, he said he put all of the alphabets together. And I remember him writing this one part and him mumbling it. And I was like, yo, let me hear that. And he was like, Redman ready to rock rough rhymes, the renegade rapper, rip when it's rhyme time, pump, push a pen and pencil when I piss, pack pistol posse, flow some old pro. I was like, okay. I was like, yeah, he is not just a DJ. I was like, he is not just a DJ. And I was like, man, this cat is crazy. But that was ill about our crew. We never stopped nobody or hated or like, yo, you the DJ, you shouldn't be rhyming. Nah, we loved it. We encouraged it because we thought it was dope. I just thought he was just going to be a dope rhyming DJ.
Right.
And then, man, I went to school and he was telling me how he was in a studio with Eric and he recorded this joint on their album called Headbangers. He was like, yo, I got to send you a cassette of it. Remember, it was all cassettes.
It was all cassettes. It was all cassettes.
You couldn't email nobody no joint. So
early 90s, yeah.
The demo copy of Headbangers. I wish I still had it too, because that'd be classic right there. And he sent me that joint, man. And after I heard Headbangers, I was like, man, he out of here.
Out of here.
No, he's
out of here, man.
You like, yo, this is about to be.
Yo, like I was just with him.
Yeah.
And so when Lords on the Girl, and this is what I love about y'all, because y'all so Jersey and so and New York affiliated. When you guys take off, and I always remember I was born in the Bronx, moved out to South Jersey, but for some reason, my family went back to the Bronx every weekend. I don't know why we left the hood and we went back to the hood every weekend. Nobody's explaining to me why, but we did. So I was so brainwashed in New York that I literally would not listen to any other rapper if he wasn't from New York or Jersey, from that area. Like I would, like when I watch MTV Raps, when another video from somebody out of town, I would turn it off.
Yeah.
Or I would change the channel. That's how ignorant I was to. I can't mess with anybody outside these boroughs. When you go on tour, because you're a straight East Coast dude, and you start meeting other rappers from different cities. Do you have a culture shock? Because when I went on a comedy tour, my first comedy tour, and I had to go down south, I had never been down south.
Right.
Never. Like, they didn't talk like me. There was no Instagram. I didn't know what the hell they were talking about. They dressed different than me and everything like that. So it was almost like a culture shock. When you hit the road, did you get that same situation go on with you?
Yeah, most definitely. But I think we kind of got prepared for it while we was at Shaw University. Because when that was a culture shock for me.
Yeah.
I had never been on a plane before. I didn't even catch the plane to Shaw. We drove 8 hours, 9 hours to get down there. So when I went to school, I started, like, for me, I had the same mentality, Mike. If you wasn't from New York to Philly and maybe DC because I had family in DC.
Maybe.
I didn't
Maybe.
DC at the time.
Yep.
I didn't rock with you. Philly is where it stopped.
Yep.
If you wasn't Philly, you got love from me from the top of New York to Philly. You was cool with me. Maybe DC because I had a couple of cousins who was wild, but I just thought they was on their own.
Right.
Maybe a little bit. So when I got the show and I started meeting thorough dudes from Jacksonville, Florida, the bottom. When I started meeting people from Chicago, when I started meeting people from even deep in Newberry, North Carolina and South Carolina, that was thorough. I was like, okay, they just like us. They might dress a little bit different, but it was a culture shock for me. I just thought, if you wasn't from Philly, all from New York to Philly, you wasn't that to me. You know what I mean? Until I started going to school. So when I got on the road and I started to, it was another culture shock because back then it was no internet. Everybody was caught up. The music told you what was popping in that neighborhood.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hip hop told you what was going on in those areas. So we used to have to wait till every Tuesday for those cassette tapes to come out or those CDs to come out to find out what was going on in the A, what was going on in Milwaukee, what was going on in Texas. We had to find out through the music, and the magazines took 3 months for it to come out.
Real talk.
You was waiting like, yo, all right, what they doing? So when I got on the road, we didn't have the same, like, East Coast lyricism. Lyricism. That's what we we stood on, lyricism. So when we started to travel, in our mind, it wasn't lyricism to us because in the A or down south, it might have been beats more than, the hard bass drum to make the speakers in that low rider or whatever rock. That wasn't for us. You know what I mean? We listen to Rakim, slow flow and saying some, it's vernacular, it's crazy. They not doing that. They just saying stuff to make you jump up and down and bounce. Bounce, 1, 2, 3. Hey,
yeah.
You know what I mean? So we was like, man, this is whack. But I will say this, by the East Coast, by up north East Coast, doing that to the South, the Southern rap, we kind of really turned them against us. We did it. And I'm talking about all the MCs at that time because we know we was dead wrong now, but just being young and cocky and thinking that you know what I mean? It started up this way and it was the wrong thing because by not accepting them, they said, you know what? Forget y'all. Middle finger to all of y'all. We gonna do it this way. Yeah. So now when they started popping and the East Coast started to run to the A and like, yo, look, what's up? Man? They was like, man, we ain't rocking with y'all.
Exactly.
And I literally seen it.
And we had the audacity, and I tell people this, look at the map. Let's just say when hip hop is represented by the East Coast, no disrespect to Philly because they got state property and everybody like that.
Most definitely, no disrespect.
They got the roots. I'm not even going to front on Jazzy Jeff, Cash Money. They are a major part of hip hop. Like for real. Black Thought is in my top 5 lyricism.
Most definitely.
I don't get why people don't bring a Black Thought in the top 5. That's why I don't have a top 5 because I got 30 rappers I can put in the top 5. No, he's a beast. But New York was what represented the whole East Coast. Look at the map. The rest of this country was down south. And the fact that we believed that we were going to control an entire industry in this little part as big as New York is.
Right.
Look at the whole country. Like this was bound to happen. So when it happened, I was like, listen, the takeover's official now. Like we got to deal with Atlanta, every state from Texas to Mississippi, New Orleans, Master P and all them cats. So that happens and you're down there. I have to get to this. When did this relationship with Tupac happen?
Man, the Tupac relationship happened early. Like people don't realize, like, the Panthers was real strong in New Jersey.
Yes, they were.
And, Pac family is from New Jersey. So when you see Gaddafi, rest in peace, and all of them, like that's Pac's real god brother, but they was more like brothers because their mothers was more like sisters. They both was on some Panther stuff. So all of the Outlaws, except for maybe one or two of them, were from New Jersey.
Yep.
People don't realize I introduced Fatal to Tupac. Rest in peace to Fatal.
Wow.
In 1992, we had a what was it, 93? We had a gold party for Here Come the Lords when Here Come the Lords was turning gold, and it was the release of Keepers of the Funk, the second album. Tupac came to the country club. I'll never forget. He came to the country club back door, and as soon as he saw me, he was like, "Yo, I'm hungry as hell. Yo, let me eat before we go to the main part of where everybody is." So I was like, "All right, come over here." Fatal, who was from Montclair, New Jersey, was like, yo, dude, let me meet Pac. I want to meet Pac. I'm like, yeah, come on. Brought him right where they was eating at, introduced him to Pac. Rest is history, man. He became part of the crew. So, but the first time I met Pac was go back to Shaw University. He was a dancer for Digital Underground.
Digital Underground back then.
Right. And they were on tour. Digital Underground with their whole crew, with B and all of them. And they had a brother by the name of Saphir on the road with him as well. I don't know if Saphir was really a dancer. He was a little too gangster to be a dancer, but he was definitely a roadie.
Right.
You know what I mean? And Saphir, if you know who Saphir is, I'm gonna give y'all who Saphir is. If y'all saw Minister Society, he was Harold that got popped at the light. That's Saphir.
Oh, damn.
Back then.
Okay. All right. Damn, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. When I say one of the thoroughest dudes, one of the thoroughest LA dudes, quiet, but you could tell like the presence. You know what I mean? Was there. So when I met Saphir, I got so cool with him. I think I might have bought him some weed, and I'm in college, but I might have bought him some weed to his trailer or something. And we got cool with him. They stayed there for like 2 days or 3 days. Got cool with him. He like, yo, I'm going back to my room before we come to the show. I took like me and one of my dudes from Jacksonville, one of my dudes from Chicago. We went to the hotel room, and that's where I met Tupac first, in the hotel room. We in Saphir room. We might have been smoking. He comes in the room. Tupac busts in the room. Yo, where's the other bag at? Where's the bag? First time I ever met him. I'm like, looking at him. He on 100 already. And Saphir just cool. Like, if Saphir is so cool, he like, yo, stop yelling, money. It's like the bag is over there. He like, oh, I thought somebody got my bag. That's the bag that got the barrel in it. I'm like, the barrel? I'm just listening.
Right.
These fools, if you know the Glock, you know that the Glock is all plastic, if you know guns, except the cylinder of the barrel. So they broke the Glock down and all these parts and put them in different bags and put it on the plane. That's how they used to ship their gun with them. He was looking for the barrel to put the gun together.
Back together, yeah.
My secret, how he used to ship his gun. But I had just learned that day. You know what I mean? And then instantly, just like that, Pac had a Glock with him in North Carolina, and he used to ship it on the plane. That's crazy. And got cool with Pac, man. Got cool.
Yo, DoItAll, that was so gangster. I'm so lost right now. You gave me an education on how they broke down a damn gun. I said,
and ship it on the plane. This is real life, man. In the 90s, I would pray nobody tries that these days, but
somebody was like, yo, that's how you do it. Okay, so you break the barrel down, put the spring in that bag. You got the spring, I'm gonna hold the clip. You do this.
That's how they was doing. They was separating with all of their roadies and all of that in different bags. And everybody, I guess, I don't know, they went through it at the same time, whatever, but that's how they did it.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. It's so gangster that if I had a super soaker, I'd spray everybody right now. I would let off. I would.
And then, man, after meeting Saphir and Pac, I realized, you know how when you hang together or hang around people, y'all kind of have the same characteristics, just like a crew or whatever. You know, certain things are funny to y'all because y'all know the backstories and all that type of stuff. Tupac, to me, in my eyes, was really emulating how Saphir was acting. You know, we had known Tupac from being in, I think he was in Juice already at this time. Right. And he had just finished shooting Poetic Justice, but nobody had seen the movie yet. So he had just finished filming. But he was acting like Saphir to me, like Saphir was the gangster dude out of the crew. You know what I mean? Like, even when I took them to this party, man, and we had gotten Pac dancing all on this girl, we had gotten into a little situation in there. The dude didn't like how Pac was dancing on his girl. And he told Pac, like, I know who you are, but that's my girl.
My girl.
Pac was like, Pac turns up. Nigga, I don't get, The dude was not that dude in this area though, to be talking like that to him.
Right.
And you know, just to fast forward, long story short, he basically wanted to shoot the fade with Pac, and Pac didn't want to fight him because it looked like we wouldn't have had no win. It was the whole club against us. We wouldn't have had no win. But Saphir stepped up and was like, "Yo, homie, shoot me the fade. Don't worry about my homie. Shoot me the fade." And the guy respected how Saphir did it so much. He let us go. Real talk. Listen,
he's original goon. He's the original goon.
Jesus. But how old when that takes place, DoItAll? How old are you at that point?
Me and Pac, I'm 6 months older than Pac, so we 18. We
all right.
18,
So y'all young, and y'all just running around, and at this point, consequences happen.
Mike. We might be 17.
You might be 17.
I wasn't out yet. So we was probably 17, like just turning 18 or something like that.
Okay, so I only say that because as things progress, I always wanted to know, because from a distance, I'm just a fan, right? I'm just a fan. I'm watching things escalate, but everything to me is just a movie. I'm just looking at Tupac. I'm looking at Biggie. I'm looking at Suge. I'm looking at Bad Boy. It's still just a movie to me. To me, all I remember is KRS-One battling MC Shan, and they went back and forth, and KRS-One won, and we go from there. Now on the inside, when do you get a sense that this is serious and this could turn into something ugly? Or do you ever get the sense? Does it catch you by surprise the way it caught me?
What do you mean, like with Pac?
Yeah, with Pac and Biggie, and Pac going through his life. You got Pac and Biggie, but Pac is he's legendary. He's starting the same story you just told me. I've heard 30 different stories of Pac setting stuff off. So when that Biggie and Tupac thing starts, when do you get a sense that this is serious? We should stop playing with this?
I get a sense of it when, man, like, I guess when Pac got shot the first time, I felt like, knowing how Pac is, like, Pac is an emotional dude. Like, he's a passionate dude. And when he rides for you, he rides for you. I think that, I know that he didn't, I know Pac really didn't feel like Big set them up when he was when he went to Quad. I really feel like he knows that he didn't set him up. But what I do believe, just knowing Pac, is that he felt like, if I bring him to Newark and we say, and Lords Underground say, yo, we the king of Newark, and we bring him to Newark and something happens to him to Newark, he's banging on all of us. Because he wouldn't let it happen in Oakland. He wouldn't let it happen in LA. He wouldn't let it happen anywhere that he had respect and pull. So he feels like when they banged on him at Quad and they knew he was coming there, that everything should have been protected. Like, there's no way nobody should have been able to hit Pac in Quad, because I'm about to go chill with the kings of New York. You know what I mean? So that's like if I go to Philly and y'all be like, yo, dude, come down to Philly. We in North Philly today, and it's one of the craziest blocks. And then something happened to me. I gotta look at y'all crazy because y'all invited me. You know what I mean? I know y'all ain't set me up, but y'all should be protecting me too. If it's, you know what I mean? If y'all claim to be the kings of that area like that. And that's the problem that Pac had with Big. So that's when I knew, when he got shot, and just knowing Pac, I said, oh, he about to set it on these guys, man. Wow. And I didn't realize it would go that far, though. Honestly, I didn't realize it would go that far.
So when this is when that all happens, and I always, and obviously Tretch, and I've heard Tretch say this, and I want to know if you agree or not. And Tretch said, if I could have gotten those two together, we could have squashed it.
That's possibly right. Like, Big didn't want no smoke.
That's what I hear from everybody. That's what everybody said.
Like, Big ain't do none of that stuff to Pac, man, at all. Big was just a hot dude at the time, saying, and the media was, you see him on the cover of the Source and Vibes with crowns on and all. Like, the media put him like that. You know what I mean? So of course he embraced it. But sometimes, you know, like they said, heavy is the head that wears the crown. You don't know what comes along with that a lot of times, you know. And I believe Tretch. I believe that he had enough relationship with Pac to, if he could have got them in the room. And people don't understand. After the shooting in Quad, Pac and Big never got in the same room together again.
Wow.
They never got around each other again. And Pac didn't want to talk. And it wasn't like cell phones was super, you know what I mean? Like you could have got on the phone some kind of way, but it wasn't like everybody was accessible. It was no social media. It was not really there was mobile phones. I'm not saying that, but it wasn't like accessible everyday type of things, you know? So I believe that if Pac could have really sat down with him, he would have still felt a certain way until he didn't, but it wouldn't have got this far because he wouldn't have revved it up that bad. You know? Yeah,
you got a hilarious story that I don't know if we got time to get into about Pac being in the limo that you told on Drinks Champs.
Oh yeah.
Where, and y'all painted the picture like I felt like I was drunk with y'all. Like, just give us a little sample because I gotta ask you more about Lords of the Underground, and we got a little bit of time. But give me a little sample of that damn story you told on Drink Champs about being in the damn limo with Tupac.
Yo, Pac, man, Pac was so funny, man. So we down at D3 house, man. D3 is D Scott, so D Scott was like a 3-point king back in the 90s. He played for Orlando Magic, and
and on his best year, he was still chubby.
Yeah,
yo, these guys, when he was killing the league, he was still chubby.
He was husky.
Yeah.
Yo, D Scott, man, he had a pool like in his living room or something crazy, man. Pac is there taking all my money gambling, man. We playing CeeLo or whatever, and Pac taking money from me and all of that, man. Anyway, long story short, the show got canceled for some reason, and then Pac's limo breaks down. And at this time, he was rolling with Thug Life. He wasn't with Outlaw.
Okay.
And his limo breaks down. So they send vans for Thug Life. But Pac was like, I don't want to ride in the van. I want to ride in the limo. Yo, Lords, man, let me ride. He's like, we ain't got no room for you, Pac. We got our own crew. He's like, I'll get on the floor. So we put him on the floor. Lord Jazz just always happened to have a that's when the camcorder, you put the whole VHS inside.
That big ass.
Again, yes.
Look like a videographer that we had with us or something. And yo, that's why I'm laughing, but Jazz got all that classic footage, man. And he had the camera rolling while Pac was in the limo. So of course we always Lords Underground, we used to mix Brass Monkey and Hennessy together.
God, why? Who what? Yo, let's mix this heroin and crack together, right?
Come up with.
And let's shoot it up together.
Yeah,
what?
together. So we got Pac in the he's like, yo, I want some of that Henny with the brass. So we got in the limo, he sits on the floor, we give him a cup, you know, and we just kicking it, man. And he's telling us about Janet Jackson. That's the part you didn't see on the video. We're like, yo, how was Janet Jackson, Pop? He was like, man, F that B. We was like, F Janet Jackson?
What?
And we're like, wow, what happened? He said, man, they was sending me Roscoe chicken and waffles to the set every day. They flying food in there in a helicopter with her and with a chef. I got a car service bringing me. She got a helicopter landing on set. He was like, she wanted me to take an AIDS test to have sex, to do a love scene with. I told her, B, am I really sticking my in you? He was wild, and we got all this on video, man.
Wow.
Yo, he was wilding on Janet Jackson, man.
Oh,
I mean, good dude, man. I miss Pac, man. That was my guy, man. Real talk. I know people got a lot of stories with him, man, but Pac was really a good dude. I would have loved to see where he would have been at 40 or 50 years old, man.
He was about to be, I mean, he's already iconic. The fact that these two guys, the fact that we lost so many, but Pac's Hollywood status, he was about to be the leading man's leading man.
Yeah, he was about to get a lot of that Will Smith stuff too.
He was about to get a lot of Will Smith stuff, hopefully, but it hurts my heart that when I see you do it all, you know why I'm happy that you're here? Because you're alive.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man.
And we have a culture of hip hop that we can't keep our rappers alive.
Man.
and it's a bigger story, and it irritates me so much because it never seems to change. Even these young kids get killed before they even pop in hip hop.
That's right, man. Yeah,
they don't even get the first or second album to actually get the love. These cats are dying. Like Pop Smoke is killed the first. He just got here.
The movie just got released. Yeah.
Yo,
Like,
that's real, man. When you talk about death, man, and our young black males, man, and even our women going crazy now, that it really makes us ask the question: Is hip hop become toxic? And I'm not. And it's a good question, but I don't think that all hip hop has become toxic. But the hip hop that we're allowed to promote, or that's promoted on certain platforms, are we only promoting the toxicity of hip hop? Because you just named Black Thought, and you got J. Cole's, and you got Kendrick's, and you have artists like that. That girl London, Redhead Kingpin's daughter.
Yeah,
London. I believe her name is London.
Even a girl like Rhapsody.
Rhapsody,
yeah.
On the radio, crazy. So it's just a question, man. We promote a lot of toxic things when it comes to the music, and no disrespect to the artists, because I mean that's what the culture's always been about, right? Telling your story in your way of how you lived hip hop through the way you lived it through the elements. I just wish that it wasn't so toxic. Like we would get, and you know this from being in radio, both of y'all, man, all of y'all. Back then, we would have to bleep out in certain cities. They would beep out funk.
Yeah,
they would beep out funk.
Yes, sir.
Because it sounds too much to the other word. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Now it's like anything goes. I'm in the car with my nieces the other day, and she asked me about anytime what's the Pop Smoke song? I F without no rubber. You got an 8-10-year-old talking about, what is he talking about? He have sex without no condom or no rubber. And now I gotta explain that, and that's the radio playing that.
That's the radio. Like I've been on radio for 20 years. The last job I was on for 8 years. Literally, I really didn't want my kids to listen to the morning show.
Right.
Because I already knew the explanations. Like once they got 16 and 17, I had to sit down with my daughter, my oldest, and really break this down on what I can't stop you from listening to everything, sweetie. So we're going to have to understand what this entertainment's about and what you can't be influenced by. Because you're a 16-year-old girl. Cardi B is somebody that they can't wait to hear. Right. And I'm not dissing Cardi B.
No, shout out
but
to
I can't explain some of your. So and we had Akinelli, but Akinelli put in your mouth wasn't getting played 600,000 times. It was you know what I'm saying?
In the clubs.
You went to hear it in the club.
Only in the club.
And then this is my last point with this, and this is what I have, and it hurts my heart. I don't say this to disrespect rappers, but the contradiction just kills me. We will mourn a rapper being killed. We'll mourn a rapper being killed. We will have the t-shirts, we'll have flowers, we'll have memorials. Then we will get in the car and listen to a song with a rapper claiming to do exactly what just happened to the rapper that we're mourning.
Yep. Yeah.
I can't get that pattern out my head. Like and when people say you manifest your life, you got to put words out here. You have to manifest what you believe in. That's right. If we keep manifesting this culture, I can't tell you, rappers just keep getting killed by other people. Like, I don't know when the message changes, and I know I'm 50. I know these 20-year-olds don't give a damn what I'm listening to.
They don't even care what we're talking about right now.
And I get it, because I didn't give a damn what 30-year-olds was talking about and 40-year-olds. All I knew is Wu-Tang was Wu-Tang. All I knew is I wanted to hear, all the music I wanted to hear. And it's just a sad state, and I don't know where it's going. I feel like hip-hop is being used against us now. There's certain hip-hop that's being used against our communities now.
I think so too, man, because like you said though, Mike, it wasn't put on such a pedestal before. You know what I mean? Like when you heard Put It In Your Mouth, you heard that at night. You know what I mean? Late night. So the real young heads probably wasn't even up on the mix show, and you definitely didn't hear it doing the Drive at 5 show. You definitely didn't hear it at the Wake Up show. You didn't hear it. You didn't hear it on there. But now you hear those things. You know, and I just believe, you know, anytime you use spelling words, you casting spells, man. You know what I mean? To make things happen.
Listen.
And now
that's
and repetitions over and over again, even in the fantasy world, when you see the witches or the people who cast spells and they repeat them in the repetitions over and over time, you have to say it 3 times, or you have to say it. What do you think is happening when you hear somebody a song 24 hours a day talking about, I killed my man, I shot him in the face, I killed my man, I shot him in the... What do you think somebody gonna go out here and do? They're gonna go out there and kill a man and shoot him in the face.
It makes it acceptable, and it's no longer something that you think is like crazy to do.
Yeah.
Now it's just now this is a random act that could happen. You know what I'm saying? We're talking to Do It All. You've done more than hip hop, but I just want to ask you, as an artist, you know, watching you guys, I was young. I'm like, Lords of the Underground's gonna be popping forever. Charcoal Quest is gonna be popping forever.
Right.
I said Redman, all them cats, they're gonna be popping forever. Like I'm gonna hear their songs on the radio forever. De La Soul's gonna get played on the radio forever. Black Sheep's gonna get played on forever. Like I'm always gonna hear it. When you, as a group, start feeling like things are changing,
right?
Like, you know, the fire, the heat ain't what it used to feel like. How do you deal with that, and how does it feel?
Oh man, it does not feel nice. It does not feel nice. Yo, that's a great question too, though, Mike. I forgot how dope of a media guy you was, brother.
Thank you.
Or Cam and Jay Black making you look good, huh?
Yeah. Let Mike keep going, Mike.
Yeah, they really are questions. We wrote them down. We just reading the paper.
That's a great question, Mike, because I've been there. Like, when you start to, man, so I remember coming down to, this is just one part of it. I remember getting down to my last 15 grand. And you talking about Lords at our heights, we was making 80,000 a night. You know, when you're doing 4 nights, 5 nights, when you popping, you know, and we get it from the other artists now. But that was what we was making. That was our highest that we was making a night. It was about 80 stacks a night. I remember being down to my last 15 grand. Redman and Meth, I think, had just started the television show, How High. Right. So, you know, me and Reggie, we grew up together. So I'm starting to feel it, you know. So I call my man who's popping. I'm like, I'm trying to go on tour with him. I'm trying to just see what it is. No callbacks, no answering, no nothing. You know what I mean? And it wasn't like we could text really like that back then.
Right.
So when you're doing bad and you have your own fears, you start to kind of implement them on other people. You start to put them in other people's spaces like it's their problem. So when I was having my problem, I reached out to one of my guys who was doing good and expecting that he owed me something because he was my man.
Right.
You know what I mean? So no callbacks, no nothing. So I gave my $15,000 to my brother who ran a Stanley Steamer company. And I seen him making money from it. I'm like, yo, let me invest. And this is how naive I am. Let me invest this 15 grand and you give me back money. He like, dude, that ain't how it work. You can't just give me 15 grand or something I've been working
flip
on.
this for me. I need you to flip this.
You want me to give you back? This ain't the lottery. Like, you can't just put, you know, but he understood where I was coming from. He was like, you know what, man? Give me the 15 grand. I'll give you back a certain interest in a month. And I'm really just looking out. But he was like, yo, but you got to come down here and learn how the company works. I was like, man, I don't clean the carpet.
I'm Do It All. What are you talking about? Yeah, Lord's of
my video still on MTV. Right? You know what I mean? Be like, yo, bro, I might need somebody to come in, or I might need you to know what's going on just in case. I was like, all right. I go down with him. We in South Jersey because this company cleans in South Jersey. I'll never forget this. And mind you, I wasn't scared to do things to if I was broke, but I wasn't all the way at that point yet. You know what I mean? So I go into this dude's house. He's showing me how to clean the carpet and all of that. I see the dude just kept looking at me like, oh, this guy looks familiar. Like, I know this guy. Never said it to me, but it sunk into me. You know, like, nah, this I can't. I didn't just travel the world, making 80 grand a night, bought my mother a house, got a couple of cars. I didn't do all that stuff to come back to cleaning not to come back, but to start cleaning carpets.
Right.
I was like, nah. So I'm driving home from there thinking about all of this, like, yo, I got to do something better. So Redman pops into my mind. As soon as he pops in my mind, we pull up on the New Jersey Turnpike. I'm in a truck. I had a Range Rover at the time. I'm in a truck. He had just got when the convertible BMWs first came out, I think like the 650s or something like that. The convertible joints. Now, Redman doesn't really rock all his jewelry and all that type of stuff all the time. He's not a flashy dude. This day, he looked like $1 million.
Looking like Mr. T.
$1 billion.
Yeah, he had all Mr. T's on.
He got every jewel on. He's coming through the now, mind you, I have been calling him. And all the time, no return calls. I see him at the toll booth, yo. And he's happy. He sees me, looks up at, like, through the other toll booth, looks, he's like, yo,
what's up?
Pull over. I'm gas-faced already. Like, I pull over on the highway. In my mind, I'm like, man, I just finished working, cleaning carpet. You looking like $1 million. I pull over, he jumps out like, yeah.
Yo, what's up?
I'm like, what's up? Like, why you? And he looks at me.
Like, what's wrong with you?
Pauses. And he goes, and Red's a funny guy. He goes, you look like you've been working.
Funny guy joke.
I promise you that just made me more mad. I'm like, yeah, that's right. I was working. You ain't returning my calls. Yeah. Yo, we sat there for about 2 hours talking, man. And when I say this brother gave it to me on some brother type of love, and he was like, basically, bro, I don't owe you nothing. Like you was the guy on our block that used to make people go get book bags and notebooks and stuff for the children around our way. You was the one who used to collect money from the people who was hustling and throw block parties with their money, with our money out there. You was the one who always had the ideas about doing this. He's like, about helping people get out of situations. And now you can't think how to get yourself out of this situation. Yo, he was killing me, bro. Killing me on some big bruh type. And he was like, if you need anything, he's like, you can always ask me, but don't ask me like I owe you anything. You know what I mean? So when I say he killed me, he's like, and you can't figure it out after you done help other people figure everything else out. That stuck with me, man. I called my boy back, man. I was like, yo, can I get that 15? He was like, man, it's only a day. You want your 15 back already? I was like, yeah, I need my 15 back. And from that day on, man, I just started calculating in my head. I said, Lords in the Underground, we might not be famous anymore or on the mainstream. We still have the fame, but not on the mainstream. I said, we got about 4 million fans that rock with us. So mathematically, I am a third of that. I am 1/3 of that. So number-wise, if that's 1.3 and 33 and 33, that possibly might mess with just me. That possibly. So out of that, if I take 10% of that, it's really like if I can average them people just to spend $1 on me, 10% of those people to spend $1 on me, I make $133,000 for the year. And that was my mentality. If I can average my fans to spend $1 on me, a third of my fans to spend $1 on me, I can make $133,000, which is not what we were making, but it's still 6 figures at that time. So I'll still be able to do what I love. I promise you, man, I took that 15 grand, I made a mixtape, and I started catering to people through MySpace and all of that, man. I think I made about $240,000 that year by just me hustling, by just me not giving up. And I asked myself the question, how much do I love hip hop? Did I do it just for the fame? Did I do it just because Lords in the Underground was popping? Or do I love the culture? And if I love the culture, then I can still succeed at the culture. It might not be at the height that we were at before, but I can still succeed. And that's why I say it was hard, because the people who showed you love when you went to the club with 20 people, and they're like, oh, DoItAll, come over here. We got a corner over here for you. We got the same people that said, wait, dude.
Hold tight.
Hold up. I got Busta Rhyme coming. You got to wait. Wow. I was just here last week. You just told me. Or Yo, coming up to the radio station. Hold up, we got E.P. and Keith Murray coming up. You can't just pop up like that. Wait a minute, you told me to pop up anytime I'm in town. So all of the stuff that they told us when we was popping, I learned that it wasn't true. There was a lot of Hollywood, and there was a lot of stuff that they had to say because you know what I mean. You never know. But it just showed me like you can't even depend on the people that rocked with you right back then, and that's what was hard for me because I believed everybody was true. I believed everybody was cool, and I found out that they weren't. You know what I mean? So even when we had new music, it was like, oh, I'll play it, but I just got the new Wu-Tang, and I just got the new. You know what I mean? Like,
Yo, do it all. What?
It's real.
You know, what you saying right now? And see, I don't think God does anything by mistake. I don't think there's anything that happens in life that's coincidental. What you're saying right now, what you did with MySpace, right? And you took your audience, you said, this is what I'm going to figure out. Is exactly what us three right now are doing right now. Me not being on mainstream radio and creating this and working with Media Room 360 to have us on TV. That's exactly what I said. Listen, there's a fan base, and it ain't what Lords of the Underground's fan base was. It ain't 4 million. But understand, I have a fan base, and I'm like, that's exactly what we're doing. To hear you just say that to me, answering a question, though, you have no idea how it just makes me realize what we're doing is the right thing right now.
Yo, you definitely doing the right thing, and y'all still got it. Y'all not looking old and decrepit, and you know what I mean? Ain't y'all talking right? Y'all you know what I mean? That's what it's about, man. It's about catering to the people that rock with you. If you can cater to man, look, I did a Instagram live for my nonprofit, just talking about something, or not even for my nonprofit, just talking about it on an Instagram live, and somebody donated 20 grand to me, to my nonprofit, just for me talking some real stuff. But that day I was contemplating, should I do this? It's not enough people on Instagram. I only got about 30,000 people on Instagram, so it's not enough people to really make it rock. I'm like, should I do it or should I? I said, what the heck? I'm gonna just do it. But what if I wouldn't have done it that day? And I
How about it?
That donation.
That's
just one of the donations. But I'm saying, man, when you believe in something and you feel you got a story to tell, and you have people who want to hear that story, keep building on it, man. Keep building on it. Keep catering to the people that rock with you. Don't worry about the people that don't rock with you. Because they're gonna peek and try to hate and look anyway, but you ain't gotta cater to them. Cater to that's what I started doing, man. Cater to the people that rock with me, man. And it's been amazing.
I love it.
It's been an uphill battle, but it's been amazing, you know. And I tried to tell all of my counterparts, you know, from Mr. Cheeks to Redman to Trek and all of them this early, because I felt like I took the hit early before they got a chance to take it, because they still was popping at the time. And I'm like, look, this ain't gonna last forever. Start such and such and such and such and such and such. And they like, nah, we popping. Now everybody coming into me like I'm a guru. Like, oh no, I just got beat up the worst so that you know, in the early on, so you don't have to get beat up, you know, when you went through it, because I already went through it.
Do it all. This has been amazing. I could ask you questions.
We can go on and on.
We got to do this segment with Sexy Moe. She got to do her entertainment report.
Shout out to Mo, no
doubt. Thank you. I don't even know what to say other than thank you, man.
And everybody, man, check out Free Agent Radio, man. 360 Media. Check out the show, man. These guys, man, still getting it in for real, man. I see them cash apps up there too.
I'm playing no games.
That'll work with that. That'll work with that. Do it all. That'll work.
We don't. No shame. We gotta put it out there.
You want to get to know me? I always tell people, you want to get to know me? Don't call me. Cash at me. That's how you can get to know me.
Word.
Don't text me. Cash at me.
Dude, you still rocking with the big homie Biv? You still rocking with Mike?
Yeah, man. Shout out to Mike Biv, man. That's my big brother forever, man. You know,
I
went
out with them one time, Mike, with Do It All and Mike Biv, and you talk about star status. Do It All gets a lot of love, and Mike Biv, it was a fun night we had. I just wondering.
We had a great time, man.
Good stuff,
always, man. Those the homies, and that's what I'm talking about. Me hustling. New Edition put me on the road. BBD put me on the road with them to open up. You know what I mean? So, man, I've been working, man, through that up and down, man, for real.
Staying hustling. Love it.
Yeah, man. That's what it's about, for real.
Do it all. Thank you,
Yes,
Lords of the
yes.
Underground, iconic. Everybody in the
Yes.
hip hop culture, you already know what it is. Thank you. Do it all. Do it all,
Thank
y'all.
you.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh, all right, y'all. I gotta charge my phone. I gotta smoke a black and mild, and when we come back, we're gonna go straight to Allegedly with Sexy Moe. Is she on board? She on deck?
She's ready. She's ready. That was a lot to digest. I want to probably a lot of good stories there. Woof.
All right.
All right. We'll be right
Michael
back.
Shawn and the TakeOver Legends. What up, y'all? It's Michael Shawn from Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends. And just in case you missed the show, check this out. Y'all can't bamboozle this heathen. Y'all can't bamboozle this heathen. I know what goes on.
Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends, where nothing's off limits. Free Agent Radio.
The past ain't nothing but the gym. And what I mean by the gym is I use their equipment to make me better. If a pastor says a message and it inspires me, I don't care if he's having a threesome right after church. All I was there was to use you for inspiration.
And you pay your tithes.
And I'm not paying no tithes. So you can kiss my non-tithing ass.
So I've heard that over all the years you must pay your tithes. So where did that come from?
That's some propaganda. You're gonna give money to and they say you gotta give the money to the Lord. The Lord ain't seeing you got direct deposit to the Lord.
Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends, where nothing's off limits. Free Agent Radio.
With the words records, baby, about to ruin another perfectly good song. Yep, true story. Used to date this girl. One night she got in my car, she just wanted to argue. She started talking bad about me. She started talking about my nose, coming for me. I'm sensitive about my nose, so I had no choice. I had to make that walk. Make that walk. Walk your ass home, girl, just keep going. Hope she get lost. Don't let me your thought. True colors I never ditched the chick before. I apologize if you live too far, but I made that walk. Made that big walk. I guess you know where she's going. Yeah. Know you wanna fight. I can see it in your eyes when I picked you up at your front door. Matter of time, there's no reason for this fight. Tell me something I ain't heard before. Oh, I've been dealing with this shit, and it's about to be on. Stop talking all this shit. Oh, she won't, so I made that walk. Made that walk. Walk her ass home, girl, just keep going. Hope you get lost. Don't let me your thoughts. True colors. I've never dissed a chick before. I apologize if you live too far, but I made that walk. Made that walk. I guess you know where she's going. Oh nah. Clown my mom's hairdo when the couch is in the guest room. I'll make sure I keep her number blocked. Now it's time to play, go out on a date. I'll be partying at 5 o'clock. Oh, I've been dreaming about it, girl. You ain't the one I want. I can't stop laughing, girl, 'cause I made that walk. Made that walk. Walk your ass home, girl, just keep going. Hope you get lost. Don't let me your thoughts. True colors are showing. Get out my car and stay out my car. You don't talk about my nose. I'm sensitive about my nose. We the worst records. Yeah, yeah. Made that walk. That'll learn ya.
Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends, where nothing's off limits. Free Agent Radio.
What up, y'all? Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends. Free Agent Radio, Media Room 360, the streaming platform. Check us all out on TV and all that good stuff. Roku, what you got? YouTube, Facebook, Media Room 360.
Amazon Fire, Twitch TV. Yes.
Shout out to everybody. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you. Shout out to Do It All and Lords of the Underground. Great interview. Thank y'all.
Man,
Thank him for just stopping by and sharing all them damn stories.
Oh man.
And before we get into Sexy Mo, don't forget April 15th. I'm back at the Arlington Improv. April 15th.
Oh, you got the
I'm
date?
back
We got
at
the date.
I got 8 days to promote this. I ain't gonna complain. April 15th, the Arlington Improv. Get your tickets 817-635-5555. Or go to improvtx.com/Arlington. Ladies and gentlemen, with a feature called Allegedly. Shout out to Sexy Moe in the building. Sexy Mo's in the building.
Hey,
Sexy Mo.
Jay Black, you're here today. How you doing?
I'm good.
We haven't even got to touch on Jay Black disappearing yesterday. We didn't even get to touch on that.
We moved on. We're moving on right now.
I was waiting.
I was so much. You should put it in your allegedly. Allegedly, Jay Black disappeared from the show yesterday. His box was closed.
Story. That could be.
I just need to see a doctor's note. Something.
I don't know. Then he reminded me that he did tell us. He had told me he had to leave. He did tell me that.
I was very responsible.
But it was
that Jedi mind trick. He didn't tell you nothing.
But it was abrupt. That leaving the room was abrupt.
Hey, you gotta be on time. Got to be on time. I was like, oh man, the bishop is talking a little long. I got to go.
Yo, put in the notes when I tell you my last day when I was working on K104, what happened on the Zoom. I got to tell that story. Put that in the notes.
All right.
Because Jay Black reminded me when he just dipped and his box just closed.
Last day at K104. Got it.
Like the box is just readjusted and it was just me and Cam. I was like, where the hell? Jay Black go. It didn't even make a noise. At least it could make a noise like silent. This joint just readjusted. It was two dudes. Like, what the hell?
And then there were two.
What the hell? What the heck? All right, y'all. It's the feature we call Allegedly with Sexy Mo. Get to it, girl.
Listen, Michael Shawn. I don't know when these athletes are going to learn to keep their hands on their balls and not on women. Pause. Allegedly, and he come from your area, Dallas. Allegedly, Jeff Gladney of the Minnesota Vikings. He got into a physical altercation with a woman. Now, allegedly, it was over some content in her phone, and it escalated. He got really irate, and it turned physical to the point where, allegedly, according to the police reports, he grabbed her face. He closed her with, hit her with closed fist, hit her in her ribs. Yeah, there you go. In the stomach, in the back. And apparently at one time, because, the iPhones have this feature where, you do face recognition. Well, allegedly he grabbed her, put her face in the phone, trying to get that, I need to open up the phone because he wanted to see what it was. So he's facing charges. He turned himself in yesterday to the Dallas Police Department, and he was booked. So let's see where this goes. He plugged, he has a mug shot now. I don't know what's up with these athletes. They want to be, quasi gangster, but this is not a good look. You want endorsements. You want to make a good career for yourself. You want to make some money. You're trying to chase a bag other than just the NFL. This is not a good look.
Well, and I don't like saying athletes. It's society in general. There's no jokes with domestic violence, and
absolutely not.
But our culture, we got to do better because, like we glamorize these beefs and arguments and stuff that go. And I've been a part of them, not maybe on that level. I'm not saying I ain't never been a part of some heated debates that went on. But I grew up seeing that firsthand. That it turns up like when you got a point to prove and you don't agree with something, or if I want to see your phone, give me your damn phone. That's not life. That's not real, y'all. It's I hate to say it ain't your phone.
What you say?
It ain't your phone.
And gone are the days where you can just call up the phone company and just get, your dude or your girl's phone records.
No, but
to see who you calling. I mean, it's the culture.
But that's the culture. That's what everybody thinks is okay. It's not. As much as you want to be like, that's your property, that's your girl, that's my man. She don't, and we don't belong to each other.
And if you got to go through all of that, is it even worth it?
Hey,
I never ran into anything that good that it's just worth it to where it's getting to a physical altercation over what's in your phone. Like that's just that's insane to me.
I'm going to keep it a buck. I've been in ugly situations.
Yeah, keep it a buck, please, because you're not.
I've been in ugly situations. All I can tell you is it leads to nothing good.
That's true.
It don't lead to nothing.
Just be submissive, though. If you ain't got nothing to hide, I need to see your phone. Let me see your phone. Stop it.
Did you say submissive, Jay Black?
Jay Black. That's his second curse.
Here we go.
Time he said it. Second time he said it.
Did you say submissive? We just coming off of women's
I have
history.
nothing.
Did you say submissive?
Avoid the problem. Avoid the problem. Just show your phone. You ain't got nothing to hide. You got something to hide. It's a problem. That's why you don't want to show it.
Clearly, she cheating or doing something that is not going to be pleasing to him. So,
wait a second, y'all. I'm not going to let that ride. I'm not gonna let that ride.
What I said?
I'm not. You're not gonna tell me. Let an N-word tell my daughter he got to see her cell phone.
Oh, you got to flip it to now. You always looking for your. Now you got to. Okay, I get where you're going now.
Listen, y'all. I've asked for cell phones. I've grabbed cell phones, and guess what? I'm an idiot for it. It ain't your cell phone. She's not your property.
Why you gotta bring Monty into this? Why you gotta bring your daughter into this?
No, because you say that so easily when you go like, just be submissive. Who the are you to tell somebody to be submissive?
I'm not submissive.
I'm just saying, like, we gotta get out this mindset. These 20-year-olds, and I'm talking to these young guys. We gotta get out this mindset. We're gonna get these kids in trouble. It ain't 1995. It ain't 97. Dog, you just can't tell a chick, run your phone. I'm telling you, it's going to wind up getting you in trouble. I'm married and don't even know my wife's phone password almost 20 years.
Oh, well, Action, you're bugging. Like, it's good that we should know each other's.
I do not know.
No, not necessarily.
I do not know Stacy's password.
Stop it.
I don't know Stacy's password. I just don't.
You should better give your wife the phone. I'll go and check it, or if you want to look.
Yeah,
hey, babe, the phone rung. Could you check? Or the text message came through. Who is that from? Y'all should.
You should trust her enough to not even have to go down that road.
Wait. I have no problem. Stacy has given me her phone, and she said, "Pick up the phone." I'm downstairs. I'm just saying I don't know the password, and every time she'll do that, I'll be like, "What's the password?" And I still don't remember what the password. My thing is, you stop telling these young men to tell these girls, these women to run stuff. Because you're mine, because you're gonna get in trouble. You're gonna get in trouble.
Well, don't date me. Don't date me then. Okay. All right. I'm sorry.
Well, but you know what?
That just came out.
No. But fine. But listen, Jay, you got a good point. If that's not what you're down for, then we shouldn't date. We're not equal. This is what I believe. I believe we should be able to have each other's passwords in our cell phones, right? I believe I should know your password. If she says, that's not how I get down, don't nobody know my password, then we shouldn't be together. And the problem.
The problem is more underlying than that. It's about trust. Because essentially, if you're asking to see something, that means that you have an air of suspicion, you don't trust, there's some level of insecurity there, something.
Not quite. It could just be I don't trust.
What you want to look for?
Maybe I don't trust the fact that you're naive, that somebody may be innocent in your mind and can be really.
So now you calling your mate naive, or like she don't know how to conduct herself?
No, it could be. You could be looking at a male friend or a distant cousin and thinking that it's all cool, and the reality is they could be trying to really make something happen, and you just not catching on to that. So you need my additional support with that. Like, I mean, it may not be, I'm just saying. I mean, just put for those people that may think like that, just playing devil's advocate.
Additional support.
Jay Black, I don't think your woman needs support in her decision making when it comes to the opposite sex.
I will tell you this, Mo. Their relationship has worked for how long now, Jay?
04. What's this? 2021.
10, 11,
over a long time.
Like over 12 years. So it worked. Y'all two have an understanding. It works.
Oh, we good.
That's your understanding. I'm just telling you guys, get the understanding in the beginning, and understand what you want in this relationship and what she wants in a relationship, how you want to conduct it, how she wants to conduct it. If it doesn't coincide, don't try and overpower her and be like, well, this is the way it's got to be. No, y'all just don't need to be together. You can see my phone, but don't ask me nothing about anything in it. Shawnee Scott said, you can see my phone, but don't ask me nothing about anything in it.
Men, thank you. Look all you want, but when you start questioning, that brings about a whole nother spin to it.
Once I look at your phone, I'm questioning it. That's why I don't. Once I look at your phone, let's be clear.
Yeah.
All right, I'll talk slick if you. Once again, we should
text
be.
Messages can be misconstrued because
Okay,
sometimes people read a different tone to it. Hey babe, like you can't. Text messages don't have a tone, so you really can't gauge whether or not it has something more, a higher definition to it than what you're thinking. It could be platonic, but Jay Black read, hey babe, he gonna say, why
text? Let me find a text message in Stacy's phone that says, "Hey babe."
See, there we go.
Y'all taking too far.
That's right. Come on, Mike. Let me see this real Mike. Come on.
See a text message that says, "Hey babe," and I'm calling the number.
Sexy Moe, you messed it all up.
This is the Mike that I know. This is my Mike.
Yeah. Like, but see, I think you want trust, but let me tell you, you want trust and everything like that, but it ain't gonna be no "Hey babe." And I know
so I was raised in the South, Mike, and I call everybody hun, hey baby, hey hun, but it's the way that I say it. But on text message, you can't dictate how I meant it.
Okay, well, make sure you don't send me a text starting with "Hey baby." Make sure when you text me, because Stacey gonna be like, when did Mo start calling you babe?
Hey babe. Oh, that's just Mike. Okay.
Nah, I ain't I'm like, look, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna snitch. I'm gonna be like, Stacey, I told her on the radio not to send me a text message starting with the word babe or baby. I told her
You gonna pull the tapes and receipts.
I'm snitching. Listen, I've been in enough trouble my entire life. I'm when it's transparent, you can see through me now. I'm like, that's Mo's fault. You should call her.
You want to call her together? Let's put her on three-way right now.
You gonna snitch me out?
Call her now. I told her about that babe. She always getting people in trouble.
But you're right. Some people do read high. One of the girls said, I read high and I go nuclear. People do. I mean, that's on another level.
Look,
that's on another level.
At least Jay is honest. He know exactly what he can deal with and can deal with. Sexy Moe
put it on the table.
He says it. He's a caveman. He says
no, but it ain't like that. But it ain't like that.
You have
understanding.
Woman hand phone over.
Oh, if it works out, it works out. I'm just telling y'all for y'all 20.
Phone bill. I'm not handing my phone bill over. I'm not handing my phone. Nothing. I don't care. Even if you're paying for it, I'm not handing it over because it's mine. You brought it for me, or I pay for it. It's mine.
And that's why we don't date.
Exactly. I was about to say that, but
amongst other reasons.
That's why we don't date.
Yeah, amongst other reasons, but that main reason because I'm paying for it and I can't look at it. Man, listen, keep your phone. The service is off. But once again, be clear with the other person on what you can handle and what you can't handle. So Mo needs to know. The dude that deals with Mo, in all seriousness, needs to know. I don't run my phone.
Don't ask for my phone.
Don't ask for it. And I'm not getting into that whole thing that we're going to start checking each other's phone. Because once you start checking phones, it never stops.
Then it's over.
Yeah. Then you're checking social media. Then you're checking emails and the whole situation. And it's all nutty professor. But don't let me see a text message that says, hey, babe. Yeah. All right. Anyway, go. Yeah. I'm stuck on that one.
Somebody's phone, Michael Shawn. I'm telling you.
I've checked phones. I'm just telling you, all this stuff Jay does, I've done.
Yes, we've done. Yes, we've done.
I just know it takes too much work. And at a certain point, in my opinion, I'm not putting this on Jay. At a certain point, a woman that you're dealing with, she earns her stripes.
Yes, and mine did. Yes.
But I'm telling you, at 20 something, y'all better leave them phones alone. Y'all better stop trying to act like y'all running these women because y'all gonna wind up locked up and messing your career up, and it's gonna turn into something ugly and all that good stuff. What's your next story, Mo?
So the cougar and the cub have left the den. They're not together anymore. I reported on this before. When I told you guys that Larsa,
who's got a wait? Whose phone is an earthquake right now?
Somebody's cell phone going off.
You got a real car battery in your cell, Sexy Moe?
A real car battery.
If people know not to call me during this time, I don't know what it was.
Is that a phone or a vibrator? Like, geez.
I wish it was the latter, but it's a phone. Fresh out of batteries over here.
That's the type of phone. That's the type of phone you get naked and you call yourself.
On those hard nights.
Go ahead, Mo. Go ahead.
Hey, boo.
Go ahead.
Terrible. So Larsa Pippen, I told you that before, and Malik, they are no longer together. Now, you know, Malik has a lot of legal problems. And we said this before, you know, it was a lot of drama between a couple. Remember when Larsa got into it with his wife on Instagram? You know, she was like, this is the first time I'm even seeing or hearing about him messing with you. And he has me and this baby over here. And they exchanged it, became war of words. Well, now she's claiming it wasn't even really that serious. She's like, he has too much going on. Yeah, he about to go to jail. So now all of a sudden you flying the coop. Because before that,
what's he going to jail for?
So if you remember, I told you, he waving a gun outside his home at a couple, and their kids were out there, and it just turned into this big fiasco. The cops were called. He was locked up again. A gun. It's certain stuff that you can't do as an NBA player, an NFL player. You can't even do that as a regular layman person walking around a neighborhood. But for some reason, I don't know how they get themselves into these things.
How are these not famous athletes getting in trouble? Like, how are these, like, we're not talking about the LeBrons and the freaking Steph Currys. How are these C-level dudes getting in all this trouble? Like, what? Who is this guy and what? Like, what the hell? I'm an NBA fan, dog.
He ain't Scotty. If that's what you're asking.
He's in the league?
He's in the league.
Mm-hmm.
I see a picture with him. Every picture they show was a college jersey.
Yo, real talk. I'm going to have to start having a standard on who we talk about. You don't even deserve me to comment, dog. Like, you don't even deserve my comment.
Really, Larsa is the star, is the MVP out of the story. And I think that's probably why she's trying to downplay their relationship now, because when it went public, everybody was like, oh my gosh, you know, she's so much older than him. You know, I can't believe, now she want to be a cougar. Which, she still got it. I mean, body banging, you know.
She look good.
Yeah, but she the runway. Like, how many athletes you got done run up? Like, Scotty, wasn't it Future? She met Future while she was with Scottie Pippen, and then she started messing with Future, and
she been around.
Then he door dashed her, and
not door dashed.
Right,
that's more like rub up.
And then she realized. Then she just went. And she went with this young dude who, like, I don't know, the fact that she's more famous than the dude, that should have told her off the door. I guess she was trying to be the main head honcho and be the celebrity. I mean, she's cool looking. She looks kind of funny to me. Like, her mouth is kind of funny, but I mean, I'm not saying, you know, that in my day she would have caught it, but goodness, these guys is flipping over this chick like she is and ain't she like damn near 50 now? She got to be in her 40s, right?
She's in her late 40s and he's in his 20s. Yes. And
like she went
again, you know, I mean, yeah.
Who is this mother? This Florida State Jersey little kid. She went to the plastic surgeon and just said, yo, do the best you can. Try and get me to look kind of like Kim Kardashian. And try to get me, there's another girl she looked like. She looked all right there. She'll
be 47 in July.
Mm-hmm. She looks good for 47.
Young man, what do you do? You're in trouble. Oh God! All right, go to the next story.
He's paid for the Timberwolves, but you know, I just want to say, again, yesterday, you know, DMX, they pulled him off of the ventilator, and so I'm just again sending prayers out to him and his family. He's still in, you know, critical condition at this time, and just want to send prayers out to him and his family.
No, definitely. Shout out to the prayer vigil they did, which was very, very dope. I'm proud of everybody who's going out there and supporting him. And we all hope that he makes it through and pulls a miraculous recovery and gets another shot at being. He's still here. He's not passed away. The man is still here. So the vigil was amazing, and we just hope and pray that everything goes well. We can have DMX back and healthy and be here to be iconic. So we don't have to have that sad news and have that sad day, which we don't want to happen. So you good, Mo?
Absolutely, absolutely. Got my phone. Ain't nobody looking through it.
Got your phone. Ain't nobody looking through it.
Ain't got no man. Yeah.
Damn. Why we gotta go?
My bad. Oh, I don't know. I was just guessing.
Kathy, we back on this damn phone. Kathy Black says, my grown daughter has my passwords and can get into my bank account, but not my man. Not my man's friend.
Kathy know what it
Heck
is.
No. All right. I mean,
my parents been married for 40 years, and my dad don't got the passcode to my mom's phone, and they work out just fine.
Problem with your man is it's your bank account, Kathy. Deal with Michael Shawn. It's my bank account.
Point number 2.
Let me tell you something. What I learned after my first and Stacy, let me live. Don't send me a text. Listen, after my ex-wife, I realized the power is whose name is on that mortgage. Whose name's on that mortgage? I didn't know how important the name being on. My name wasn't on that mortgage. I had no rights. They sent my ass packing. My ex-wife, she just said you got to go, and I'm not making that up to be funny. She said
the mortgage or the deed. Take your pick.
She said you got to go. B word, I'm gonna be fine. Thought she broke me. She's another one that had it misconstrued. She miscalculated too. Damn it, she miscalculated too. It's like these damn radio stations. They all miscalculated. They was ready for my demise.
It's over.
They thought it was a wrap.
It's never over.
They said this bastard back at the Arlington Improv, April 15th. He got the Free Agent Radio, Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends, the Free Agent Radio app. Stream us on Media Room 360 on all them damn platforms.
All of them.
Got the Relapse Again out one-man show.
Get your name on the
Damn,
deed.
somebody said get your name on the deed.
It's your name on the deed. That's what it is. It ain't about the mortgage. It's about the deed. You can have that bill. I don't want no financial responsibility. Just put my name on that deed, so you can't kick me out.
Shoot. Everybody get your own.
Because if I leave, Michael Shawn, if you leave and your name is on a deed, you ain't got no financial responsibility towards the mortgage.
Sweetie, my name is on everything. Now let's not get this effed up.
I'm talking
my name is on everything.
Ain't it marital property?
The ex-wife, the whole thing, that was I didn't get none of that. I didn't want any of it. I just took the dog because the dog was my property. My name was on that deed. The Bichon.
That's personal. Taking the dog is like a personal.
I took Starks. I took the dog.
Starks.
That's petty.
I wrote. No, that wasn't petty. I paid like $700 for that dog.
But you knew she loved the dog, so that was
she ain't know how to take care of that damn dog. She ain't know how to connect with that dog. I was gonna say something.
She ain't know what snacks are like.
I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go.
She ain't know what kind of snacks Stark like.
She ain't know what type. She ain't know how to walk him. She ain't know how he wanted to play. She ain't want to play.
Not how to play.
She ain't know how to play with that dog. I knew how to play with the dog.
So petty.
I mean, Starks really, at first he was shocked, like, dog, where are we going? And we in a car. And you know, dogs don't really be liking cars like that. He was just looking out the window like, zoom. So I cracked the window open so he could put his face out because they like the wind in their face. So he was like, all right, this ain't bad. But then I was back at my mom's house. He said, well, this is a bigger house. I think we did good. I said, yes, we did, homie. We're back.
Petty. You involved the dog in the pettiness.
I did. And then I hit them streets.
See?
Think I hit
and Starks probably wanted to go home because you was never home.
Starks passed away on my pillow. Starks loved me to the end. To the end.
Oh, God.
Terrible.
You gotta be kidding me. Hit them streets. I told people, don't let heartbreak get you. You can't die of a broken heart. You can't. It's impossible. Y'all just be so suffering. Y'all be so suffering succotash and sitting in bed and being all upset and and listening to sad songs and laying there tearing it up and crying. Shed your tears. Get your night. I'll give you your night. Shed your tears. Get it out. And then get your ass up. Even if you feel horrible.
That's real. Mike did that for me. I remember I went through a bad breakup many years ago. Oh my God. And Mike was like, all right, enough's enough. We hitting these clubs, we hitting these streets. And he started Who Won It campaign. Who won it? Who won it? Mike's like, you getting out of this funk. So no, I like that. Yeah, Mike,
we out. Like I get it. You gotta have your mourning period. You gotta have your situation. We the takeover legends. We popping in Philly. We mourning what? You know what we gonna do? You gonna get you some non-essential vagina. That's what you got to do. I said, Jay Black, let me tell you what you gonna do.
You're gonna have some fun.
You're gonna have some fun.
Vagina. Can you define that, Mike? What is non-essential vagina?
It don't matter if it's here or not. I'm just use it up and then toss it to the side. It's not essential.
You make it sound like it's a tea bag.
Well, call it what you want. Jay Black needed that. It was his therapy. He needed tea bags.
Did it help?
Wait. The tea bag. Wait, time. Pause out. Time out.
No, it's a different. We've changed tea bag to vagina.
Okay,
it's not the tea bag that
threw me off a little bit there. Wait,
not that. Put it in hot water, use it once, and throw it away. You know.
And guess what? He got it. He got through it.
Got through it.
And now he's in a successful relationship. He got through it.
Very successful. Very successful.
Got through it. He said, Michael Shawn is a bad influence. How am I a bad influence? Damn it. I helped that man make it through the pain. Yes, meaningless sex. I know people frown upon it. Sometimes y'all need it. Y'all need it just to escape the pain. Y'all sit there moaning and groaning about that dude and y'all can't get over. Sometimes you need to call that guy who's been chilling that you know is available and just say, listen, come on over. I just need some cardio. I just need cardio. I need to get my mind.
Women do it. Yeah, women do that all the time. Please.
They got one or two on reserve.
Yeah, I do know women have a Rolodex too. For every pill, for every headache, there's a pill.
So she said, we got a comment. Some people get into a deep depression over a breakup. Move on. Single life ain't that bad. It's not.
Coming from a single person. Coming from Jeanette, she's probably single. That's why she said
Jeanette's single.
Yeah.
You're good. You'll be fine.
But y'all say single like it's a bad thing. Single could be a very good thing.
Just not on holidays, summer, hot summer days.
Hey, Jay's so full of it.
What?
He can't even speak his real mind. Go ahead, Jay, shut up. We'll get us started. We're going to have a single day date. We're going to really get to talk.
Oh, I forgot. Can't single too, taking it personal. I forgot.
I'm transparent.
And we got a comment from Shawnee Scott to Jay Black. That's why you can't look at my phone. You can't look in my phone. No, listen. They're good. They're positives and negatives to being single and being in a successful relationship. They both got their good. They both got their bad. Hey, sometimes single is good to not have to be responsible for anybody else's feelings except your own. You ain't got to answer no questions. And you took this the wrong way. And I didn't mean nothing by that. And they're like, yeah, but the way I feel, yeah, but I didn't mean it. That's the most frustrating thing ever. When I go, I didn't mean that. But she said, and then she was like, that's how I took it. I said, I get it. I understand. But do you understand I didn't mean it like that?
Let's use the words as they are defined in the dictionary. Do not manipulate them.
And sometimes when you're single, you're laying in a bed and you would like to have a person next to you. You know, it's just sometimes it's nice. It's nice. I reach my foot over to know she there. I'm like, oh, she there, good. And then I sleep better. Like I sleep better when I reach my foot out and Stacy's there. I was like, oh, she's there.
Or you reach the foot over and you're like, she's still here. Like,
or you be in a relationship and you like Cam said, you reach your foot over and be like, oh, this bitch still here.
She's still here.
The door locks automatically. I don't understand.
And sometimes batteries.
All right. I gotta get a haircut, y'all. I can't play with y'all no more. Shout to Sexy Moe for her segment allegedly. Shout to my man DoItAll from Lords of the Underground. Shout to Shawnee Scott and the entire Media Room 360 family for putting us up on that screen on multiple screens all over in 40 million different homes. What up, Jay?
And shout out to Talent, the comedian. Remember earlier he was on your IG Live. And we talked about him coming on the show. We just locked him down. He'll be on the show tomorrow 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central.
All right, cool. April 15th, the comedy show, Arlington Improv. April 15th, the Arlington Improv. If you are in this area, call and get them tickets, 817-635-5555, or hit up improvtx.com/Arlington. Damn, I got a busy day today. Okay, so I can't be lazy. I can't even take a nice nap. The best nap is right after the show. Take that nap. Oh, it's beautiful, boy. All right. Thank you for all the listeners, all the comments, all the viewership. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that. And understand the only thing in life that's guaranteed is it will end. So enjoy every minute, every second, and never let somebody steal your happiness. It belongs to you. Fight for it. Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends, y'all. Tomorrow morning. Yeah.
Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends, where nothing's off limits. Free Agent Radio.